Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. What's going on? How you guys doing? How's everything going? I can't sleep. I'm up late. I can't sleep at all. I'm just up. So what's going on? Did you guys watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? It was a mess. Definitely a mess.
Just bored.
I'm
Fed up.
bro. I be like this.
Uninterested.
Couldn't have been me. I'm different. Like I'm not gonna keep arguing with somebody.
It's different.
I don't want to hear this. Like I don't want to hear anything. And I think the part that made it the corniest after everything for like a whole 15 hours, and then they're both like, "Okay, let's be friends now."
That's why it was great. You hated it.
But
That's why it was great. They aired all the dirty laundry and said,
It's no beef.
I bet. No, it ain't no beef now.
Like
It's
that.
all on my beef.
I'm over it. Scotty's over it. Joe, you know your ass is over it too. Stop it.
Well, I'm over it because they both are fronting like they're over it. So we have to support women.
Yeah, act like we're over it too.
Well, I'm gonna be the only nigga. Gotta fight. No, if y'all think it's over, then it's over. Okay, off of Nicki and Cardi. Just bored.
So Remy Ma, she's over the beef for Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. So what's going on? How you guys doing tonight? Did you guys see Hollywood? Did you guys see Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? It was crazy. What was really going on? It was just like, what is really happening? I was just like, I just couldn't believe like how they just ended the season. Like we didn't get to see what was going on with everybody else. You know, K Michelle, like why was K Michelle on a season? But she did play an important role in the beginning of the season when her and A1 got into it. So that was like cool. But other than that, it was like, yo, there was like nobody's really up to nothing. You know, K Michelle's working on her fifth album. Tiara Marie, she's not really doing anything but, you know, saying that she's going to deal with Hollywood. And Monique Slaughter, what is she doing? She's still arguing with Princess and she's going to be working on her music. Nikki, she's just chilling, doing her. Brooke's supposed to be working on music too. I don't know if we're going to hear anything. Lyrica, and, you know, she said she got her vows renewed. And then on top of that, she's supposed to, you know, have a DNA test with A1 Bentley, and A1 says he wants to get back on the music. He wants to get focused back again. So I was like, okay, Princess Love, she's just chilling with Ray J. I guess they got microphones coming out and stuff like that. So she's just playing, you know, she's in the house. Ray J is coming up with all different adventures. We didn't hear anything about Fizz, what Fizz is going to be doing. We don't know what's going on with Marcus Black. What is he up to? What is he going to be doing at the end of the day? We don't know what, you know, Booby is going to be doing. We just know that he's trying to meet up with Marcus and what he's doing at the end of the day. Bridget, they didn't even show Bridget. We don't even know what's going on with Bridget. They didn't say anything about her. Solo Lucci was just in Rockstar's video. We don't know what's going on with AD. What's her last adventures? We don't know what's going on with Mr. Ray. Ray was his last adventures and what he's trying to do. Apple Watts, I guess she's going to be working on music and working with, you know, Sean Love, I guess. And we got Paris. She's going to be at the hot dog stand selling hot dogs. And she's trying to become a Hollywood actress. She wants to be a A-lister now. Rockstar, I guess he's still working on music and he's going to be working with Brooke. La Brittany, I guess she's still working on music. Hopefully she gets her kids to LA and all of the other stuff. Hopefully Amber Diamond, she finds a man. Jay Will accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. She got to perform as Jay Will instead of Candy. Donatella, we don't know what she's doing, what's going on with that situation. And Safari, I guess we don't know what Safari's doing. Safari's all over the place. So I'm just like, what's really going on? What's really happening? So it's just like, shit, what's going on with our Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? So hopefully the reunion will give us some mess or give us like the information what's going on. Rockstar is going to be confronted because I know he's not going to keep his mouth closed about Lyrica. I know he's going to talk about he smashed Lyrica, and then him and A1 might get into it. We'll see how, you know, that goes with that situation. And Moniece and Princess, let's see what happens. They're saying that Moniece won't even be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood next season, but Princess and Ray J, they kind of like, they're going to be there for a while. So, and yeah, we didn't even hear anything about Fizz and Tiara. Who she gonna argue with? She gonna argue with who? Paris, because Paris didn't have her back at the end of the day, when they realized that she was still messing with Akbar, they didn't show anything about Akbar or his 2 wives. I mean, they really just left us dry and hanging. Like, they left us out there in these streets, like, with no type of information, with with nothing going on, like no info. And it was a crazy season. And it was a confusing season because there was so many different stories going on. We had Brooke. Brooke wasn't working on anything. First, she was just trying to get Marcus back. And after she was trying to get Marcus back and get Marcus to marry her, he had a girlfriend, Stasia, and trying to get rid of her and making her feel like shit. And Marcus was sleeping with her unprotected. He wasn't using protection with her, and she could have been pregnant. And so, she went into the, clinic, and that's when Brooke shows up. And Brooke was like, we could be sister wives, it could be whatever, but if you having a baby by Marcus, I'll take care of it. All that other crazy shit. Then she's trying to marry this man when he just been with women after women. It doesn't seem like he's going to be faithful or he's going to be committed to Brooke at all. Then a story about Brooke talking about that she ain't sleeping with nobody, she ain't having sex with nobody, and all that other stuff. That was blown up. That was blown up in the water when Princess confronted her and was like, Lyrica didn't say anything about you sleeping around our Marcus. So, and that was last year. So therefore, Brooke has never been celibate. It's just been a storyline for her. And they couldn't even keep that shit up. And they couldn't even keep that right. So that's bad for business too as well. And I know Marcus is going to be pissed that she's working with Rockstar. I just hope Rockstar does not come to the reunion talking about him and Brooke hooked up and they had something going on, because Marcus is going to go crazy. But Marcus went crazy at Booby, because I know he believes that, Brooke and Booby has something going on, and it was behind his back too as well. But he didn't go that crazy with Rockstar or Solo Lucci. He was like, whatever, man. It wasn't nothing that was worth his time. It wasn't a big deal, but Booby was a big deal. Booby is a threat. Rockstar is not a threat. So he wasn't even worried about Rockstar. He didn't even, he just walked off the barber shop like, yo, it's all good. I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about anything going on, whatever. And he just left the situation. And hopefully Moniece get everything together with her kid, and she's co-parenting with Fizz, and I guess her and AD is over. That relationship is done. Maybe AD was good for a while, but it ain't good anymore. And she really didn't have a storyline like Moniece. Her thing was like, people accuse, K Michelle of licking her vagina. And then she kind of like built her relationship back up with Tiara, with TT, and then it just went downhill because she was in the midst, like she was cool with K Michelle, but then K Michelle, was trying to find out what was going on with Akbar. And, she was on IG with him, but K Michelle just wanted to get the whole story. She wasn't trying to hook up with Akbar or anything like that. She wanted to know what was going on with the sex tape and shit like that. And since Moniece was, next to, K Michelle, and K Michelle was talking to Akbar, TT felt a certain type of way, and she wanted Moniece to choose sides, to choose somebody to be on. But you guys just became back friends again after the whole rehab situation last season. And she went there. She supports you at court. She supports you over there in Paris because you didn't want to drink and everybody else was drinking, and she didn't drink because of you. And that shit wasn't even good enough for TT at all, where she was like, well, you go to choose sides. You didn't even make Akbar choose sides. You kept going back and forth with him and sleeping with him back and forth, where he's recording you, where he's trying to get your case thrown out and all this other stuff. I don't even know if TT still have a case going on with Akbar. Maybe we'll see it in a reunion, and maybe we'll see the wives. I haven't seen Alejandra, whatever her name is. I haven't seen her online, or Sade online either, saying anything else. But before, when the show was, prevalent on weekly, they was in the, they was on the blogs doing their thing, talking their mess and talking their crap. Hey, what's up, Chief Disaster? How you doing? Thank you for hitting that like button. I really do appreciate it, for real, for real. I can't sleep at all. I'm up late. So I don't even know what happened with that situation with TT, her, and, Akbar, and then that tape being released. People are saying that it's just, it's the Mimi Fall situation from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Then they are saying that TT's not going to be on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood next season. So it kind of like probably make a little bit of sense for, I guess, to have a sex tape come out and have this whole big crazy fugazi storyline going on with the situation, because she was gonna get the X because she didn't have a story. And I just like, damn, TT, I just wish TT was sing. TT was sing in a trash can, sing in a garbage can, sing outside, like show, have parties where you're singing, have club events where you sing, and go sing at Nikki's club while the girls are stripping. You can promote Nikki's club, you can promote your music. And now she's off the show, and what the hell did she really get from the show? Like, it didn't promote her career, it just promote messiness, and promoted her being an alcoholic, promoted her getting used and abused by men, her getting used by Akbar, being a threesome, in that situation. That 50 Cent got, a picture on his Instagram of TT with, Akbar babies on her head, so it didn't do much for her. It was a bad look, it was a bad situation. It could have been totally different. She could have switched it around, but it's like she couldn't switch it around because she was going this way, that way, and basically probably all the hurt and the pain that she had, and the business where she's at today, when she's supposed to be somewhere else, because she was signed to Rock Nation. She was one of their #1 artists. Like she was supposed to be big and famous, and then her being on this show and constantly fighting with other people, constantly getting embarrassed by the guys that she's dating, whether she's really dating them or not, almost fighting Amber, Diamond last season, dealing with Cisco and that situation, he playing her. It was just like, it was a total mess the way this show has taken TT down. It's not the show's fault. TT didn't do what she needed to do, but how can she be focused if she has a problem with alcoholism and she had to go to rehab? She lost her apartment and everything, because remember, she had Monique Slaughter go pack up the apartment, if I'm correct, and so pack up the apartment and all that other good stuff, and so she didn't have a place to go. So I guess, Akbar came in a picture, and he was like, you know what? A sex tape. Yeah, she had a sex tape out. It was a disgusting, nasty sex tape that is not nothing that's produced. It's something that you would not want anybody to see. Chief Disaster. Oh, it was bad. And then she had babies all on her forehead, all over her face. Then 50 Cent post that on his Instagram, and millions of people seen it too as well. Then she hooked up with Lisa Bloom, and some people don't believe that, people believe that she actually put out the sex tape herself to have a storyline, because now supposedly she's ex from the show. So I don't know. It just looks bad. And she kept going back to this guy. If he was supposedly leaked the sex tape, she kept going back. So the word is, don't matter how much you love a person, how much you feel like you can't live without them, how much you feel like every air you breathe and that person is your soul, when they do some fucked up shit to you and they treat you like dirt, you run. You cry at home alone. You cry, you be sad, you'll get through it. It's like the flu. It's like having pneumonia. You don't go back to somebody that hurts you and would destroy you and your career and make you look like shit on TV just because they want to shine, because Akbar is actually an up and coming actor. He wants to be an actor. So he's on this show, because if you go on IMBD, he's on there talking about, like, he Loving Hip Hop and some other not TV shows, but a movie or a play that he was in. Like, you don't let anybody destroy you. You don't do that. You don't let nobody come up into your place of business and try you and destroy you. And then he brought them 2 witches with him to come in and make TT look bad, try to fight her, try to call her out and all this other stuff. You don't give nobody no ammunition to use against you or to come into your house and dish you. TT played it all wrong. I thought TT was tough. I thought she had a backbone, but it seems like she doesn't. So this is probably why she's not where she's at today. People just use her and abuse her and keep moving, and she's allowing herself to be used and abused, and it's just a sad situation. And I think she's still hurt over that situation with Ray J. I think she's still hurt over that shit. But that motherfucker Akbar, oh no! Like, listen, my peoples would have came through. Everybody would have came through. That 50 Cent he can have all the guns, the bulletproof vest that he want. When a motherfucker want to get you, they'll get you. That shit would be it is off of his Instagram. But for him to do that and not to happen to her, and if it wasn't true, somebody should have stepped up for her. Somebody should have stepped up for TT if it's actually true. I don't know if she released it. It's 50-50. She could have released it. She couldn't, but he should have been dealt with. If somebody embarrassed me like that, there's no way we sleeping together. You ain't kissing me, you ain't touching me, you ain't licking me, you ain't doing shit to me. It's a wrap. If we do meet up, you might not leave there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Like, this dude put out if he really did put out that sex tape, how could she in her right motherfucking mind go back to this dude, made her look like shit, and then brought 2 other females and the picture? I was just like, I was so pissed this whole season watching that bullshit. I was so pissed this whole season. What you say? She can't bounce back from it though. I've been treated like that once, Mary Jane. He's a manipulator actor. Yes, he is. He's good for business. Hey, Chocolate Mama, how you doing? I love the food you got on your channel. I really like the stuff that I seen on your channel. It's really nice. And Chief Disaster, I just checked out your last video. It was nice too as well. What you say? You say what you say, Chief Disaster? It might be a part. I hope it's a part of the script, but if it is a part of the script, it's making her look bad. Like, who really wants to listen to her music now when she done let this dude dog her? Unless people like to listen to that sad music, like what's that song by Mary J? I'm Going Down. You can't listen to that shit no more. You need stuff to amp you up. You can't be listening to that bullshit. So I think you said so. She got ran over cold like trees. She can't bounce back from this. I've been treated like that once more. You have been treated like that? So a girl released a sex tape on you? Oh no, I was just so pissed. If you guys want to call in, the number is 401-7. Let me put it in the chat. It's 401-757-0747. I'm gonna be a mess tomorrow morning because I can't sleep. I'm energized like it ain't nobody's business. When you gotta solve problems, for some reason you become energized. Thank you so much, Chocolate Mama. I appreciate it. So yeah, like Akbar. So yeah, Chief Disaster. You gotta tell us what's going on. You let it. So somebody stole your heart. It happens to the best of us. We get played, but you don't get played to that extent where after you see a sex tape and you had nothing to do with it, nothing to do with it, and somebody releases a sex tape on you like that, if you send sexy pictures to somebody and they show their friends and you find out, you don't supposed to go back to that person. It's supposed to be done. There's some lines that you have to establish that if you cross these motherfucking lines, it's over. There's no friendship. There's no friends. We ain't happy. We ain't kumbaya. And if I want to cross that line and touch you, I will. But you have to establish lines. Like in relationship, I put there's borders, there's lines, there's things that these are the ultimate things that, you know, if you do this, you know, it's a wrap. Like, I ain't even got to, you should already know it's a wrap. Like, you can't, you know, you can't, you have, that's where the self-esteem comes. You got to have some self-esteem, even if you're poor, even if you're raggedy, even if you feel like you ugly, even if you feel like you're overweight, even if you feel like you're bald-headed, even if you feel like your wigs ain't shit, even if you can't afford good makeup, you got to go to the grocery store to get makeup, or you got to shop at Walmart to get your clothes. Still, you're supposed to have pride in yourself where you let nobody come in and step on you. That's one thing you don't allow. You don't allow nobody to step on you. I don't give up. You don't let nobody step on you. You can't. Just life is too short. And then once you start once you allow people to step on you, they're gonna continue to step on you, and that atmosphere is gonna be spread out in the world. So when you come in contact with people, they're all gonna be stepping on you, and you're gonna be wondering, why is everybody so shady to me? Because you're putting out that you're putting out that aura. Come to me and step on me. Come to me and use me. And you'd be like, oh, I just been in one bad relationship after the next. Is because you haven't cleansed yourself and you're putting out that aura. Like, please, I'm hurt, I'm broken. Please step on me. No, not a sex tape, but I've been betrayed, Mary. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it happens. It be like that sometimes. It do. It be like that sometimes. It really does. It really be like that. Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
Disaster Police Prevention, calling from Long Island, New York.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain. So 50 Cent got something to do with PT and his sex.
Yeah, well, because Akbar is actually cool with 50 Cent. So Akbar, I guess he sent the sex tape or the pictures to 50 Cent. So 50 then in turn he posted half of the picture with her bending on her knees, her face up in the air, and babies all over her forehead, and he posted on his Instagram.
That is crazy. This is the first time I ever heard of this.
Oh, it happened. It's terrible. It happened. Yes, it was a big thing because she ended up getting Lisa Bloom as an attorney to represent her against revenge porn, because I believe in California it's against the law to have revenge porn, and also in my state, Rhode Island, we have revenge porn law. So, yep. And then after that, she went and slept with him after that a couple of times.
Wow, yeah, that's probably definitely part of the script. But that's kind of dirty. Look, that's dirty. I'm surprised 50 got his hands on that with him being involved with like everything he's involved in. You know what I'm saying?
But see, we know if 50 Cent is being messy too as well and poking fun of people. And then after that, 50 Cent went and said, Lisa Bloom, you better chill out before I get your mother after you. Because I forgot Lisa Bloom's mother's name, but she's another high-profile attorney, and Lisa Bloom's mother. And then he took a picture with Lisa Bloom's mother to tell her daughter to back off, basically in the picture.
Wow.
You know, 50 is messy.
I know that, I do, but still, to put his hand on something like that, though, that's real messy.
Yeah, yes.
He got sponsors and stuff. You know what I mean?
He don't care. Her mother is Gloria Alford. That's Lisa Bloom's mother. No, he don't care because he posted it up on his Instagram. I think they made him take it down.
Wow, yeah, I bet they did.
Yeah, I seen the picture before they took it down. He really posted it on his Instagram. It was there. TT with her blonde wig all tatted up too, shit. And she's skinny though in the picture, and she had all that on her face. And 50 thought it was funny. And
Oh, wow.
This is the same guy that brought 200 seats or 100 seats at Ja Rule's concert, so the front row would be empty. So 50 is gonna do whatever.
First I heard of that too. Wow.
Hey Martinez, how you doing? Hey Tina Wilson. I left the link below for you to check out the video of Stasia. Yeah, 50 Cent is a mess.
Yeah, he a big mess.
Yeah, he did that to Ja Rule. That is so dirty. You would think that it'll be over by now, but no, it's not. We in 2018. So I got a question for you. Are you voting tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's talking about voting, but but a lot of people was asking me who to vote for, because a lot of people don't even know who to vote for because they feel like both sides are demons.
Yo. Demon. Pick your demon, man.
Yeah, right? Pick the devil. Either you pick the devil you don't know or the devil that you do know. Yeah, it's crazy. So I want to ask you about Tupac Shakur. Like, did you ever, go to any of his concert? And what do you admire about Tupac Shakur?
Well, I never went to his concert.
Okay.
But I do have a famous cousin that had a run-in with him.
Okay.
Yeah, my cousin is Keith Murray. I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah, I know Keith Murray, crazy ass.
Yeah, that's my first cousin. So,
I remember Keith Murray talking about he fought with Pac. I think he was actually on Vlad TV when he was telling the story.
Right. That's the closest I've ever got to meeting Pac, and that's not even meeting him. You know what I'm saying? But what interests me in him at first, a very, very long time ago, was his style of music. Like it had content, it had substance. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a hook and beat. Like if you wasn't looking for that type of stuff, you wouldn't really like his music. Put it like that.
Yep.
But that was back in the day. So, I would say his revolutionary background, kind of like what draws me to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like idolizing him or nothing, but his methods.
Shit, let me tell you, I love me some Tupac. I love me some Tupac, and if Tupac was out today, you know how they got the barbs and they got the beehive. I would be one of them, but I would be head of the organization.
Exactly. He give you something. He give you something to value. You know what I mean?
Yes.
At the end of the day, that's what's most important to me. That's what makes me say I love Tupac, because it's something there for you to love. It's not nothing made up. Like you can just pick your favorite rapper right now, boom, and then you support him. But you're just supporting nonsense. There's nothing there. It wasn't like he was forced on me. It was just I was drawn to the message, to the word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like the best. So I never met him as a man to know like what kind of person he was, but ain't nobody perfect, so I can say that. But what he did give us, what he did leave us, is really, really good. It's really interesting. If you listen to it piece by piece, the music, the poem, the interview, everything that's been left behind, you can take something from it.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You can take something from it and motivate yourself to do what it is that you want to do with your life or your time here on earth, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yes. That was my boy. I was supposed to meet Tupac. He was supposed to come to Rhode Island. He was supposed to come to Rocky Point that year, and I was going to go to the concert. I had already had the money for it and everything, and that's when he got killed.
Yeah.
He got killed the winter.
No. Yeah, I'm listening.
So he got killed. So I didn't get a chance to meet him because I was going. He was coming to Rhode Island, and I was young too. I told my mom. My mom was like, "Oh, my mom. Everybody knows how much I love Tupac." So my mom was like, "Yeah, it's cool, whatever." I had it all set. I had the ride. I had everything, and then boom, he got shot.
Right. Now. Everybody always asks me, like, why do I think he is alive? I'm surprised you ain't asked me that yet. But I think he alive because, like, the message can't never die, right?
Yep.
And if his enemies, which if you check my channel out, what I'm talking about, the evils and stuff like that, that's the worst thing ever for him to still be alive, right?
Yeah, because he's in hiding.
Right, and that just drives them crazy. Right? Why not always let that be in the back of the person's mind who attempted to kill him that night? You feel me?
Yep.
Like when you die and you can't do nothing to the person because they killed you, how do you get them back? Because you're dead. But if your myth, your legend is still alive, it'll always haunt them. And that's why I always say Tupac is alive.
It took me a long time to just be like, I'm happy whether he's here or not, because for many, many years I thought that he was Southern Charm. Oh yes, we'll talk about Southern Charm. But it just took me a long time to just I'm okay whether he's here or not, because before I used to just rattle my mind. And so like I'm at peace whether he's here or not. But recently, I think it was last month, August, there was a picture, I think it was last month. It was Suge Knight's son. After Suge Knight got sentenced, Suge Knight's son was beefing with some rapper. I don't know who the hell he was beefing with. I mean, he was beefing with Das, right? Das is the crackhead looking motherfucker. He was beefing with him, And then Daz was saying some shit, and then that's why your father's in jail or whatever. And so then that's when, you know, Suge Knight's son released a picture on Instagram of Tupac, and the picture kind of looked like Tupac, like the mannerism and everything, but it looked like an older version. So I'm just like, I don't know, but I'm just happy. I know he's safe and he's happy. If he is alive or whatever, I'm good with it. I'm good, but I just, you know, maybe I don't know if he's alive. I don't know what he's doing. I just can't see Tupac keeping his mouth closed for this long. And especially what's going on with, you know, Suge Knight, because a lot of people try to say Suge Knight has something to do with it. Puff Daddy has something to do with it. And the bodyguard that everybody that was connected to the story that was there that night is dead, other than freaking Suge Knight. And like two other people, but everybody, like the guy that Orlando Brown is dead. The people in the car with the people that was round is dead. You know, they transformed. Mike Tyson wasn't at the fight, but they went to go see Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson blames himself for Tupac being dead because he didn't stay longer with Tupac to come to the back of to visit him in the hotel or whatever when he got finished fighting. And so Mike Tyson's all brain dead and all, like he's acting strange for some change now. He's not acting like a macho man like he used to be. He's very feminine. And Suge Knight is basically going blind, and he's in jail doing a bid forever. So he might die in there. And then what's his name? Gaddafi, he said he knew who killed Tupac. He went back to Jersey and then he got killed. So it's just like, and then the bodyguard that was Tupac's bodyguard on a regular, he said Suge Knight told him not to bring the guns, don't carry any guns. And he was like, why not carry any guns? And so he was like, I want you to drive in a car further away from Pac or something like that. And he was questioning it. And the next thing you know, he was coming out with stuff, and then he ended up dying. And so that was it.
You know, Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
I got some great information on the Tupac case, like some real, like I know who killed him. I know who tried to kill him. I put it all together. I'm gonna tell you like this: the people that know what happened to, they ain't around no more.
No, they're dead.
And all the people that we think did it didn't do it. All the people that they say did it did not do it. The person that did it, you know, on YouTube, be hanging out, be talking junk, everything. The person that orchestrated the whole thing. The person that actually shot at Suge and Tupac, because they was trying to kill Suge too. They was really trying to kill Suge. Suge used Tupac as a shield. If you go back and listen to Tupac, Suge talk about the night they got shot in the car. He says Tupac tried to jump in the back seat. That's when he grabbed him and held him and told him to get down. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to jump in the back seat trying to get away from the bullets, don't grab me. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But I'm going to have that person on my channel. That's going to probably be my first live interview. And they don't even know it that I think it's them.
Oh, that shit is crazy. See, I think I heard something like that, but I'm not sure. But if you think about it, I think I heard that he was trying to get in the backseat, but I'm not positive because I tried to because if you understand, I'm a dead up crazy Tupac fan. And I loved him because his music helped me get through so many difficult times in my life where it was like he was rapping to me. He was rapping about the situations in my neighborhood and what I was going through and everything like that. And just to be, you know, just the message that he was sending was empowerment to his community, and not to be no fucking coon too as well. But if you think about it, Tupac was trying to get into the back seat. You think about it, at that time, Suge Knight. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. So if you think about it, if Tupac was trying to get into the back seat and Suge Knight grabbed him, at that time, Suge Knight was what? He was a lot younger. He's an ex-football player. He can actually, you know, just hold Tupac as a shield, like you're saying, and hold on to him because he was, of course, he had more, his upper body was more stronger than Tupac. Tupac, weighed 115 pounds, 120 pounds, 130 pounds then. And you could tell by at that time, Suge Knight was bench and press more than that because he was huge.
Yeah. Now, that you're 100% right. You're spot on. Like, if you follow the trail, you'll find the answer. But you really got to lose your mind into it. So, like, I always loved Tupac. So, like, it was easy for me to find out what happened to him if I just followed what was left behind.
Yes, Tupac was very intuitive. True that, Surf.
I know what happened. I know why he was guilty.
True that.
I'm serious.
No, I'm not doubting you. Like I thought I had the answers many years ago, but now my answer to who killed Tupac is the CIA. That's my answer. My answer is the government actually took Tupac out because I have a couple of videos that I did in the past that are on my playlist where I got I can't think of this guy's name. He was the head of the Bloods in California. He was the head of the Bloods. He was a big time criminal. Everybody was scared of him. Huh?
Harry O.
I don't know if that's his name. I can't confirm that because I don't know if that's his name. But
okay.
And he was going to write. He wrote a bunch of books. I can't think of his name now, so I don't want to say yes and then I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And because then there'll be somebody in the comments. That's not the right person's name. All the fact checkers. So he was writing a book. He was writing books. He was about to, and he was a big time prison guy. And then Tupac wrote him. He met up with Tupac. They had a barbecue. They had a cookout at the park for the kids. And then what they was going to do was what Tupac was trying to do. The Thug Life movement was he wanted to collect and he went to New York and went to Chicago and Detroit and that was the only places that he went to where he was trying to get up with the biggest criminal, the biggest drug dealer, person that was running the community, and basically wanted to have, like, you know how we have like little basketball parks and little football parks where like in the summertime you have the summer league and stuff. Well, he wanted to do every community and their community where he will help fund the money, and then he was getting rappers to sign along too as well to donate at least $1 million, and then have the drug dealers match that too as well. What he wanted to do was build up politicians in the community and people that were going to be the mayor, the councilman, and all that other stuff, and the representative in that town or that city, have the people come out and sign and register to vote and vote for the people that they wanted, that they was going to support and put money behind. And he was about to do that. And he met up with Snoop Dogg and all of them. And it was, and then on top of that, there was gonna come with a truce between the Bloods and the Crips, the Mexican gangs in California, and basically try to change the world. That's what he wanted to do. And so with somebody, and then on top of that, with Tupac having the Black Panthers behind him, and you know, his mother was arrested, and everybody was charged with killing them police, and she ended up defending herself and getting acquitted. And she was pregnant. She was off of crack at the time, and she was in jail by herself, and she beat the prosecutor. So with that type of people behind him, what Tupac was trying to do would have took over. It would have took everything over. So you can't have somebody that got the streets and they got regular people, because even white people loved him. Versace wanted to give his whole fucking thing. He wanted to give everything to Tupac. He loved Tupac Shakur. And then you had Lionel Richie, his daughter. You had so many people that was following behind Tupac. So to me, I think it was the government that actually took him out. But they might have used, they have to use people that look like you, that are your closest friend, to take you out. That's how they get close to you.
Right.
So that was
the person you threw me off because you said a big blood. It was a big Crip. His name is Monster Cody. Is it Monster? So
he's a Crip.
He's a Crip, yeah.
And he wrote books, right? Because he wrote like 5 books while he was in jail.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, he did. Yep, that's Monster Cody.
Okay, all right. He left.
Yep.
And my video that I did, I got a recording of him talking about exactly what I'm telling you, that he said him and Tupac was getting ready to do right before he got killed.
Right. Now, the government, they was after him and stuff like that. The part that they played the part in is not allowing murder to be solved. That's how you disgrace somebody like that. They didn't do it. They helped. They solved it. They know who did it, but they won't let it be solved because their hands are bloody as well, because the people that did it are police. But
that's what the police officer, I can't think of his name either. The police officer that wrote the book, he said the police are the one involved in it. Isn't he dead too now?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, he wrote a couple of books on it. He was writing a book on it too as well. And he said it was the police. Then people also said Suge Knight was tied to the police too as well. That Suge Knight was a snitch.
Right.
But so many people were scared of him though.
It was definitely the police. If you just look up a name called Kevin Gaines, and that's one of the officers I believe that was involved that night in Vegas. That's just one of them.
But the reason why they want him killed, but there was a reason why they wanted him killed. Yeah, Kevin Gaines. Kevin Gaines, American police officer assigned to the infamous Los Angeles Police Department Community Resource Against Street Hoodlums Unit. Rampage Smart. Okay, they're just giving me bullshit about him. Is he still alive?
No, they murdered him. He got shot by another cop.
Oh, he got killed in 1997.
Yeah. Right.
Oh shit.
Right. I'm telling you. You know who he was dating, right?
Who was he dating?
Sharitha Wright, allegedly. Sharitha Knight.
Oh, let me see.
You know who that is, right?
Suge Knight's ex-wife, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it says on here, that he was dating Suge Knight's ex-wife. He was shot and killed on March 18, 1997 by undercover LAPD officer Frank, who was determined to be acting in self-defense at the time of his death. Gaines was 31 and 7-year veteran of the force. So he got killed by another fucking cop, undercover cop in the LAPD.
Right. It's starting to make sense to you, right?
Yeah, but somebody is over them to do that. These motherfucking. So now it could either lead back to Suge, or Suge was working for the government. But a lot of people said Suge was involved. But 50 Cent said it was Suge Knight.
All right, I'm not saying it is this person, right? I know it wasn't Suge Knight because they tried to kill Suge Knight. Suge Knight did 9 years in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the most important thing, which people seem to overlook, is Suge Knight was in that car. Why would he be in that car? He could just have killed Pac anytime he wanted to.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's true. And that's what I thought too as well. And they said a bullet grazed his head, but he didn't get shot. But then some people say he got shot. But listen to this. It was this lady, she wanted to kill her husband. This is a true story. She wanted to kill her husband. So what she did was, she was driving. So her husband take her to work every day. So when he was taking her to work and everything, and she was like, "Oh, stop for a minute. I think I left something." So he stopped the car. The shooter came, and because the shooter said he's going to be at the stop sign, and the shooter, killed the husband and then shot her by accident, and she is paralyzed and she's in prison now for life. But sometimes but it doesn't make sense for him to be in a car. You're correct about that. But sometimes I just be thinking people be doing crazy shit, but it doesn't make sense for him to be in a car.
If they were going to stop at a stoplight and do it, yeah, these people, it was a drive-by shooting. Like, they shot that car up. It wasn't they shot the car up. You got to look at the car. You got to look at what they give you. You can't just, think that they're only trying to fake you out. Like, they do, but when it's a case like this, you have to look at what's there. You got to look at everything.
And they killed Fatal too. They killed Fatal. Fatal got killed in a motorcycle accident. Fatal was one of Tupac's loyal supporters, and Fatal was still connected to Afeni Shakur when they did the documentary. And now Fatal died in the accident. I was like, what the fuck?
Fatal definitely passed away for sure.
Fatal, Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. You gotta look. Gaddafi said he saw him. Gaddafi died.
He said he saw him.
Look, they never, a whole month go by before they even attempt to question Gaddafi. And by the time they went to do that, he died.
Yep, he was dead. And his parents, his mother and his father and his family members, they have a page dedicated to Gaddafi and talking about things. I can't remember the site. I'm gonna find and put it on the video after I'm done. But they have a site and everything that's dedicated to Gaddafi and telling his story and everything and all the pictures, how close he was to Tupac and everything like that. They have a site that you can go on. This is when I was really searching, but I had to get a piece of this shit because this shit just killed me. That they killed the number one person that I really loved and respected in music. But what side did what side with the pictures I'm looking at now? Did they shoot up the passenger side or the driver's side of the car?
That's the passenger side of the car.
So if they're shooting up the passenger side of the car, do you think that they thought that that Suge Knight thought he wasn't gonna get hit?
So that's like, for me to tell you it, you would probably like have to have a really open mind. There was 2 sets of shooters in the car. Either the first person, the person in the front seat had a gun that was driving, and the shooter in the back seat. The person in the front seat, the gun never went off or he didn't pull a trigger, but his arm came out the front seat. The person in the back seat was the one that was shooting. Now, if you look at how, if you're trying to shoot somebody and you want to shoot them, it would only be in the front half of the car. The car got shot from the back all the way up to the front. There's bullet holes in the car. So they were driving and he kept shooting. He didn't care who he hit.
And Orlando Brown said that he was in the car. Orlando Brown's brother or somebody, cousin, recently came out and said that he was in the car, and Orlando Brown is the one that actually shot up the car, and he didn't even know he was going to be involved in the shooting. And he said, it was 3 people in the car that was with Orlando Brown. That's what Orlando Brown uncle or somebody said. It was recently. It was on Daily Mail. Huh?
Orlando Anderson.
Yeah, Orlando Anderson. I don't know why I'm saying Brown. Well, his nephew.
Terrence Brown was in the car too. He was the driver.
Terrence Brown. Yeah. So is Terrence Brown dead too?
All of them are dead except for 250, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. But
thank you.
I'm telling you, that's not who did it.
But then
that's just part of the cover up.
Thank you, Libra.
Yeah, that's a part of the cover up. They didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm voting tomorrow. I don't know who I'm going to be voting for, but I'm voting. I'm voting for the devil that I do know, not the devil that I don't know. I'm going to vote Democrat, I guess, tomorrow. That's what I'm going to vote, Democrat, tomorrow. Because right now, like, no one is really saying a special agenda. So, I'm going to vote like I always vote. I'm a Democrat. But I don't see anybody saying anything specific towards, helping, impoverished people, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna vote. Was it when you had to register to vote or whatever, I vote for the primaries. On the primaries, I took about like maybe 9 or 10 people to the primaries to vote and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna vote tomorrow, and I got a bunch of people coming in the car with me to vote tomorrow. So that's gonna be my day tomorrow. Tomorrow's no work. I'm gonna be driving people back and forth to the poll because some people gotta go to Woonsocket, some people gotta go to Warwick. So yes, make sure you vote too. Yes, you can call in. The number is 401-757-0749. But let me finish up with this Tupac because, I love Tupac. That's my baby. I was so hurt. I cried. My brothers, they called me from down south and it was like, I got bad news. I was like, what? They was like, yo, Tupac's been shot. He's in the hospital. And I just fainted walking from school and I just cried. I cried.
Wow, that's touching. That's good to hear, man. For real.
I love Tupac. His music touched me. So let's get back to, we got Terrence, but who is the uncle that was on Daily Mail saying that, he was Orlando's uncle. He said that Orlando told him that he was in a car with Tupac, and he said that he has immunity. That's why he can tell his story now. I did talk about it, but I talk about so much shit I forget.
Yo, you know what? I got a video I did on it. I want you to check it out.
All right. And what was tell the video and tell everybody the name of the video and everything and where they can check you out at.
The name of the video is Tupac Alive. Keefy D's Confession is Full Alive by Chef Disaster Place Prevention. Yeah, it's got a lot of information on what I think about the whole Keefy D confession and how it's just full of lies and too many coincidences.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for real.
I mean, it's fun. It's conspiracy, but it's got a little fun to it. It's got some music, you know what I mean? So it kind of keeps you focused on the story, on the plot.
All right, you got to tell them your channel again and the name of the video because the phone kind of went out.
Oh, it's called. My channel name is Chef Disaster, and the name of the video is Tupac is Alive. Confession is Full of Lies by Chef Disaster Place Prevention.
All right. I'm gonna check that out and see what the Tupac thing's about because they didn't solve Biggie's murder, but I think they didn't solve Biggie's murder because they wanted it to look like no, we can't solve these murders. They was connected, and they didn't solve Jam Master Jam murder either. But they said Jam Master Jam murders was Supreme Team, kill him. So that was just that.
Yeah, they say that. I heard that before. I mean, I actually read that whole thing and how up until when he got shot and stuff.
Yep, he owed the streets. He owed the streets money.
Yeah, but Biggie Smalls was killed by the same people who killed Pop, but they did it so they can hide the fact that they murdered Tupac.
Matt, CR said I need to change my name to Matt.
That's big facts.
Hold on, this was an epic call. I love the call. We talked about Tupac. I'm supposed to be reviewing reality TV shows. But I know you like Tupac, so I got you on the phone. I just started talking about Tupac.
That's what's up. Anytime. I love talking about Tupac.
Oh my, it was so much stuff going on. I was just like, oh man, with Tupac. So does Puff Daddy got anything to do with it? P. Diddy?
Puff Daddy got something to do with it because Puff Daddy knows what happened, but he's too scared to tell what happened. So that's when the industry comes in.
But that's why, remember J. Cole, he tried to fight P. Diddy and said, you kill Pac, and then Jay-Z had to jump in and solve that situation.
Yeah.
And then who else? Somebody else tried to attack him.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Puffy went to LA after Pac was killed. Everybody can say what they want to say, right? If you really had something to do with that, all Puffy main hitters were already, not either dead or not messing with him. He went to LA because he knew he didn't have Pac killed.
They said Biggie, yeah. So he went to LA because he knew he didn't have Pac killed, or what? What'd you say?
Because he knew he didn't have nothing to do with it. A person that's guilty and know that you did that ain't gonna go to LA. That's
true. That's a possibility, but they said that Biggie was supposed to have he's supposed to have some black group that was supposed to protect Biggie, and then Puffy didn't want to pay them $1 million or whatever, and then they end up taking out Biggie.
Biggie, what Puffy had something to do with that part is true. Like they offered protection for that night, but it wouldn't have helped because he was gonna die. That was God's plan. But Puffy was the reason Biggie was in LA. So the person that wanted to make it look like it was an East Coast, West Coast thing told Puffy to make sure you have Biggie in LA.
All right,
what I'm
Chief
saying?
Master Disaster. I have a call. It was a great conversation. We got to do this Tupac thing alive. You got to let me know when you get the person you're going to interview online about Tupac, and I will be there early and for sure.
Yo, it's somebody that knows Tupac that spent a lot of time with him, so trust me, it's gonna be epic.
All right.
All right, now.
Okay, one love, peace.
All right. Peace and love.
Peace and love. What's your name and where you calling from?
Rashida Libra.
So say your name again, please.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Rashida Libra. I'm calling from the DMV, Washington, D.C. area. What's
Oh,
up?
you calling from the DMV? The DMV. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Hyattsville, Maryland. You know what? I really enjoyed that brother. Like, I wish he didn't have to get off the phone, actually.
Well, he has.
Did
He gave his channel.
he hang up?
Yeah, he gave his channel, and he's in he has a channel, and he gave his channel name, and he's in the chat room.
I wrote it down. It's Tupac something. What is it?
It's Tupac something to same thing, but you can go to his channel. It's Chief Disaster.
Chief Disaster?
Yeah, so when you go right now, when you're in the chat room, go on, you can click on the 3 dots and click on his name, and you can go right to his channel.
Okay, because you know what, Mary, because I was on my laptop, and then I wanted to say I love your reviews.
Thank you.
So I can remember, like, if I usually comment to you on my cell phone, and then I forgot the passcode to my laptop, so then I had to charge myself. I mean, all of that just to send you $5. I mean, that's not nothing, but just to say hello to you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
But I'm calling because, Mary, I want to say this, and it's kind of irked me a little bit.
Okay.
You said that you're voting Democrat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and me and my sister had this conversation, and it was real heated because she couldn't tell me who she's voting for Democrat. And I want to know why Black people feel this way when, there's no difference between Republican white supremacy or Democratic white supremacy.
No, it's not. There's no difference. You got to pick the devil you know or the devil you don't know. Because it's really...
And that's when I started dying laughing. Because that's what she said to me. She tried to get me to vote for Hillary Clinton. And she said, we got to vote for the lesser of two evils. I said, girl, you done lost your mind.
Oh, I see right now. If Hillary Clinton, I wouldn't vote for her.
Who tells somebody to vote for the lesser of two evils?
Yep. No, you don't. It's right now. It's like right now they're putting on this thing
that's
where.
What I was calling. I had to get that off my chest.
So what did she change your mind? Do you know who you're voting for?
No, we were last night. We were at the Jerk Pit, our favorite Jamaican spot. I didn't want to start an argument because it gets emotional. She gets it, and I said, well, Shakira, I said, can you tell me who you're voting for? She said, I don't know. All I know is I'm voting Democrat because we need to change the House and the Senate. I said, well, Shakira, I said, that doesn't make any sense because you need to know who you're voting for. Yep. I mean, she swirls, she, I mean, in my mind, he's white. He says he's Puerto Rican. I don't know how you're Puerto Rican when you were born in Florida. And you don't speak Spanish because, I try to tell my sister Puerto Rican is not a race. Because there's Black Puerto Ricans and there are white Puerto Ricans, and my sister doesn't seem to understand that. I mean, this dude has blonde hair and blue eyes. He's white, okay? So, I mean, here's the thing. She's like, well, we just want to get, hold on, let me tell her. She was like, I think it's important that I vote Democrat and that you should vote Democrat so that we can change like the Senate or whatever she was saying.
Yeah. You're gonna. I don't know if anything is actually going to change. And the only way things are actually really going to change if we, the people.
You're probably going to be mad at me too. I just wanted to tell you that, I don't really agree with you just saying you're going to vote Democrat because the Democrat Party was the most racist and savage party in the beginning of this country.
Oh no, you're not gonna get me mad. That's true. The Democrat was the worst ones, and they didn't want African Americans to vote, and they slaughtered them. And Republicans back in the day help black people to vote, and they worked along together. But the Republican Party has changed now. The Republican Party is just really just different. I mean, it's more what do you call it? What's that word?
Turn off my computer. I came back. Okay, I'm listening.
White supremacy is more white supremacy than it ever was before. And the last to go, the old type of Republican, and the last one to go was John McCain. You know, even though he did some racist shit, yeah, but he was in the middle part of the Republican.
Kind of sick how Trump kind of like mocked and was inside. I mean, you know, Trump, he's a piece of work.
He is, girlfriend. Let me tell you, that motherfucker is terrible.
Man.
Did you hear? I said, did you hear when he said if they throw rocks, we gonna shoot?
Dude, yeah, he be rushing, but yo, but listen, I'm telling you, I would rather vote for Trump than for Hillary Clinton any day, because the Democratic Party, I mean, there have been, you know, the Clintons, listen, look, there's so much about Hillary Clinton. I think she's a demon.
Oh no, she is a demon. She's a liar.
Because my sister, I tried to tell her about Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, eugenics. You know, Hillary Clinton got the Margaret Sanger Award. Okay, all of this goes back to the eugenics movement, started by Charles Darwin, saying that the white, you know, their high IQ, it's not very high. If you need to make a test to see how high your IQ is, I mean, chances are you're pretty stupid. And so
Hillary Clinton was a part of
different people.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton was a part of the Planned Parenthood, where they made sure black women were getting abortions and killing their babies, and they promoted it, and they said that they didn't pay for it, but half of the government aid assistance paid for abortions back in the day, and they would take them babies out of them girls and do research and study with that.
Thank you. I had to call in and just speak my mind. So I just wanted to say, I mean, I appreciate you.
Oh, hold on. This is for you. This is for you. Hold on. This is for you. That's for you. I appreciate it.
I'm not even watching the program anymore because I didn't want the feedback. But I appreciate you picking up people. But I mean, I think it's important that if we're going to talk about things, we need to talk about. We can't just vote for people because they're black. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there is nobody really to vote. If you want to be honest, and all my other videos, you probably haven't seen them, but my thing is where we have the black churches, we have us as black people.
The black church is the worst thing that could ever happen to black people.
You know, yeah.
Okay.
We have the churches, we have the schools, we have black people that spend money.
But I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, they spend money. I'm just trying to put it together that the black community and black people in general that have money, that spend money on this and spend money on that, we need to search in our community for people that we want to represent us as politicians, where we pay them.
Thank you.
Where we pay them, and that way we put our money into that person. We put our money into that person that has the ideas that we want, that want to do the things that we want, and we give him the money. We be the lobbyists for our people that we want to be in office, because we have black people that graduated from college every day. We have so many smart young people that don't have jobs that could be running and electing. That's what everybody else does. That's what every other race does. They put money behind a politician and their community, a city councilman that they want. That's what we need to do. We actually want it to change. And other than that,
got you fired up, girl. I love it.
Oh, but I've been saying this all week long, and the week before last, is just like trying to get together and getting people with the ideas that we have, because no politician right now has any type of campaign that said we're going to help black people, we're going to stop poverty in our community, we're going to have a training program so the cops can stop shooting us unarmed and be in charge. We don't have no politician is saying that for us. Nobody.
Right.
And it's just like,
okay, well, that's all I had to say, man. I mean, it's not an argument or anything like that.
Oh no, I love it.
I mean, it's not an argument. I mean, I didn't call you to try to change your mind about anything. And to be honest with you, I haven't decided if I'm going to vote or not. I mean, I feel like I should just go vote. I mean, in my mind, I'm so negative. To me, it doesn't matter Like, I doesn't matter. I mean, they say that our vote counts, but it doesn't. I mean, is something wrong with me or something? I think that these demons are going to do whatever they want to do.
They're going to do, everything is designed for a reason. They're going to do whatever they want to do. And that's number one.
People are crazy, man. Like,
they're going to do whatever they, only way that things are going to change if we actually ourselves and our people change it. If not, nothing gonna change. You think these motherfuckers give a fuck about us? They get on that podium and be like, I'm gonna stop.
It just really irks me when black people keep saying, oh, we should go vote Democrat, when I hope they really read a book and understand where the Democratic Party even started from.
No, they don't. Some of them, most likely they don't. And that's why, that's why a lot of people are saying that the Democrats want to have a lot of immigrants because they have the immigrants vote for them and stuff like that. They come out in droves. And then, right now they're using immigration to scare us. When Bush was they used terrorists to scare us before. So every voting period, there's always something they have to try to scare us and say, you better vote this way. You're not going to get your Social Security check, or you better vote this way, or the terrorists or insurgent.
I think I'm just going to go vote all Republican just to be funny. I mean, I don't care.
No, you got to do
that. I really don't care, actually. So listen, I'm not calling you to argue. I really don't care, and I really don't care so much. But it does kind of irk me because I had this argument with my sister. She's like, "Well, we need to vote Democratic," and I'm like, "Sis, there's no difference between Democratic white supremacy and Republican white supremacy."
Because at the end of the day, neither party gives a shit.
Like, you need to vote, damn it.
Well, you know what you can do?
So do you think I should go vote?
You should vote for the people in your town that you know, like the councilman. And then once you get a chance to, when you get in the voting booth, and then from there, pick who you want to vote for. But make sure you vote for the people. Like my councilman that I have, and over here, I know which one I'm going to vote for. Where
do you live at, Mary?
I live in Rhode Island. That's near.
Okay, that is the smallest state
in the union. Yes.
And then the union, we had an argument about that because, and I was telling her because I live in Maryland, and like Maryland's like number 4, but man, Rhode Island is small as shit.
No, it's beyond small. Let me tell you, yes. I know all my high school people and their kids and their family.
No, wait a minute. It's smaller than No, wait a minute. I thought it's either Delaware or Rhode Island.
No, Rhode Island is the smallest out of all the U.S. states.
I used to live in Philly, so I mean, I know Delaware, but damn, okay.
Rhode Island is the smallest. You just make sure you know who's running from councilman and the House majority.
Man, I don't think I will ever. Yeah, so make sure. I know. There's this guy named Ben Jealous. I mean, to be honest with you, I just make myself versed in everybody who's black. But I feel kind of bad about that because at the same time, just because they're black doesn't mean that they deserve my vote.
Nope, you're absolutely right, because every black person ain't for black people. We got a lot of coons out here.
Right.
We got coons everywhere.
Kinfolk. I mean, all skin folk and kinfolk.
Exactly. I mean,
I ain't trying to be one of those like I'm not no. How do you call it? I mean, I'm just tired of the bullshit, I'm not on the 50G shit. I'm just keeping it real.
No, what you are is you want shit to be right and run properly, and you want to pick the right person.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Racist or nothing.
No, no, you just want to know who to vote for because we all understand what's going on in this world, and we got to be safe. We got to protect ourselves and our families because we have a lot going on where people just walking up in places and blowing and shooting and shit. Come on.
I mean, listen, and guess what? They're not called terrorists. They're called people who have mental issues.
Yep, the guy.
It's amazing. Yep. And it's amazing.
I gotta give you that. That's so good.
Guess what? It's amazing that these people can get arrested and nobody gets murdered. Oh wow!
If they were black, they would have been dead. Dead.
Hey.
What about what's his?
I gotta go, man. My blood pressure rising.
All right, girl.
I'm gonna keep watching.
God bless. I know it's a hell of a thing talking about politics, man. Sometimes you don't know who to vote for and who not to vote for. It's a lot of shit out here going on, man. A lot. And that's why we got to create our own politicians. we have to dig in our communities for the people that we like and put the money behind them, because what makes a campaign is money. Money talks and bullshit walks, and then, because we have so many kids graduating from college, kids that are not employed now. We have people that have economics, business that are not working because they can't get a job. So therefore, we need to put the money in our community. Yes, Wapox. Yeah, you're right, Chief Disaster. Absolutely right about that. Shit is crazy out here. I mean, it's just, you just gotta, you can't even, it almost seems like we're going into like an apocalypse. It's like only way things are going to change if actually we change them ourselves. And it's going to push to the boiling point where people just can't take this shit no more. People ain't going to be able to take all this bullshit no more that we're seeing every day on TV, the things they're trying to throw inside of us and say, we got our presidents talking about he's a nationalist and, and sympathize with these people that are terrorists. And then on top of that, we have the president inside the White House with all these fucking black kids, black people having the Republican caucus with all these young coons. I was like, damn, look at these coons. Like everybody can't be in office. It's just like crazy. Everybody can't be in office, and it's just like you don't know where to go with the situation, who to vote for, and who do you think is the right person to vote for. You don't know because every politician said the same thing. We're gonna fix potholes. We're gonna change the schools. The schools get worse. They got lack of everything in the school. And here we have teachers that they get emergency certificates and they become teachers. It's just crazy. Working just to get by, Mary J. They has to stop. Yeah, just people are working to get by and they're in fear of losing their jobs too as well. We got the president saying the economy is wonderful. Let me tell you, we got Papa John's, we got our Kmart, we had a BJ's closed down. We have a lot of places closing down. There's nowhere here that they're hiring. You know what I'm saying? And then so it's a lot of pity pat feet. We gotta walk somewhere, right? Where we walking to, CR? Where we walking to? But back to you, CR. Let's talk about Southern Charm. Yes, Thomas was arrested, and he went to jail. He was arrested. He was booked on sexual assault and a sexual charge, and he was released. And supposedly he is back with Ashley, but right now he's nowhere near the show. He can't be on the show. Him and Patricia and her son, I can't even think of her son now. They're nowhere near Thomas Revenue. Thomas Revenue is in the dirt now. He's done. But he's not going to be convicted. The lady is actually the nanny that was on a couple of other seasons that was his and what's her name? Chrissy. What is the lady's name again? Well, it's his old nanny that had the long blonde hair. She's actually the one that actually filed charges against him. She didn't take any money. She didn't take anything from him. Basically, she filed the charges, but she doesn't believe that he's going to be convicted because of the good old boy system and there. So Denise, right? Denise, Catherine. So, and Catherine doesn't mention the lady's name at all, but she knows that this lady's actually telling the truth because the lady was actually Gemstone. Okay, go back on my laptop. Gemstone, voters, like everybody's upset about voting right now. Everybody is. But let me finish Southern Charm. So, Thomas Revenue, the nanny, he actually, when she was coming into the house, when she was entering the house and she was putting the baby to sleep, Kinsley to sleep or whatever, he came in and he grabbed her and he put her in the office room, his bedroom, master bedroom, and he forcibly took our clothes off. And the way that he did her t-shirt, the way that he did her hands when he was taking off her clothes, she was stuck, she couldn't move. And then she ended up ripping off all the clothes and leaving the house. But he actually sexually assaulted her. He actually penetrated her. So, she actually filed charges, but he didn't go to jail. And she actually filled out a police report a long time ago. That's why we didn't see her on the show. Yeah, Thomas Revenue is bad. Yeah, I was doing a review, Gemstone. I'm talking about Thomas Reverend off of Southern Charm, just catching somebody up on Southern Charm. But yeah, I was supposed to be talking about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Hustle and Brooklyn, and Married to Medicine. I started off with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but then got off of that. So, anyways, Thomas has been charged. He has not been convicted. So I don't know if he's gonna get off and get away with it because his father has all the power in Charleston. So, and he used to be the former governor there too as well. So she believes that he's gonna get off, but she's actually going through with the charges. I watched Hustle and Brooklyn. Did you like it? Hustle in Brooklyn was okay. I think tomorrow it comes on and it might be good because this is when I believe what's his name Darnell is going to cut. Darnell's gonna stay with Danielle. Did you like Hustle in Brooklyn? I don't know if anybody's watching it, anybody's watching my reviews on the show, so I don't know if I'm going to continue with it either. Oh, you want to see more of Hustle? Yeah, it's this episode that's coming up tomorrow. It's supposed to be good because this is when Danielle and Darnell actually come as a couple and they rode in the streets together, and Darnell actually chooses, Danielle over to what's his name? What's that dude's name? He's cute too. Who's Danielle's boy? Darnell's boy. What's his name? I hate when my fucking shit does this. Santos. So now Santos is going to be. I watched. Okay, I want to see more. 50 Cent had pictures of TT with Akbar babies on her head. Yes, he did. So terrible. If I will give it another try. Blonde. Oh yeah, the blonde hair dude. That's Darnell. The producer guy. Yep, that's Darnell. And Santos is a producer guy too as well. He's actually going to Santos is actually going to choose Danielle because Santos told Darnell he had to make a choice between him and Danielle. And Darnell has been sleeping with Danielle, and he likes what he's getting from her because he got the best of both worlds. He got a fiance at home with a baby, and he got a freak in the street that she looks good. I like Danielle. She's sexy. Danielle, she's a pretty girl, and she had a hard knock story. Her story is really hard. Like she's by herself out here in these streets. Her mom's gone. She said basically her living situation is terrible. She's living bad and she doesn't have money. So now she's drinking a lot. She lost her mother, and she promised her mother that she was going to bring her from Haiti and take care of her. And she said her mother died alone. And she said she has nothing to show for all the stuff that she's doing. Yeah, that guy is trash. Yeah, Darnell. He's trash, but you can tell that he's in love with Danielle. He's in love with Danielle, and he's in love with his baby's mama, and then he's in love with himself the most. Oh, yep, they get played, but Danielle is not a victim in the situation because she knew that he was out here sleeping with other women, but she didn't know that he actually had a baby mother that he was actually with for 12 years. Danielle's actually been with Darnell for 4 effing years, 4 years. And she was like, he told her that he got a random pregnant or something like that. So Danielle was thinking that, he sleeps around, I sleep around. I don't know if Danielle was sleeping around, but he was sleeping around and she knew about it. And so how can you give your heart to a dude like that? If you don't love yourself and you don't protect yourself and you don't care for yourself, nobody else is going to do that for you. You have to have demands. You have to have value. You have to have boundaries. And when somebody crossed that boundary, you leave them alone, especially when he told her that he got a random pregnant. She didn't think about, like, is he using protection with her? I know he's not using protection with Danielle because they've been together for 4 years, but maybe she's on the plan B or maybe she's on birth control. So you got to think about diseases and shit too. There's a lot of diseases out in New York. There's a lot of people that are walking around with STDs and shit like that. So, and untreated. So it's just like so it's not totally his fault. Herpes, something that you never get rid of. And the wife knows about Danielle too as well. So both of these women know about each other, and it's a sad situation. Mm-mm. And when Darnell said to his wife when he was thrown, but you know what I like about the Darnell and Santos, they gave homage, they paid homage to Biggie Smalls because they're from Brooklyn and everything. They gave love to 50 Cent. I mean, not 50 Cent. They gave love to Biggie or whatever. So I did like that. But when he was throwing his party and shit at the studio, he told his wife to keep trucking. You gotta bounce. You gotta leave now. She didn't even ask why. She just left. And then that's when Danielle came in, and Danielle wilded out. And so, what's her name? Asia. I think she's pretty. I think Asia is pretty. And when I reviewed the show last week, I was like, damn, her dyeing her hair blonde and shit, and then and then gluing on them wigs, she's gonna lose all her edges. I was just saying that because I have seen that done in the salon over and over. You dye your hair blonde, it thins out your hair, damages your hair no matter how much treatment you use, and then you put glue wigs around it. And then I recently seen her on a red carpet event. From up to here and around here, she had no hair, like she got no edges, and I just was like, I was trying to warn her in my video, but it is what it is with that situation. And so we was talking about love. So we'll go back to Love and Hip Hop. So that show should be interesting. Asia is interesting. And she has a nice style. I believe she's Haitian. And then we have, hold on, I gotta get more. Okay, I thank you. I just cause she got mad that the girl brought the guy up there. She got mad because the girl brought the guy up there. Which part is that? Oh, well, something happened with that situation. And Asia, she has for the record deal, yeah. Got pissed. Oh, yeah, that's Ivy. Ivy got upset with Alicia because Alicia brought the guy up there. Doesn't his name suck? Baggy Large. What kind of name is Bag? What rapper name is Baggy Large? So Baggy Large, she brought him up there to actually meet with the president of the record label, whatever. He is trash law. So she brought him up there, yeah, and she went behind Ivy's back. Well, I guess, Ivy really wasn't feeling him. She wanted him to do more. And it seems like when Alicia was talking to the record exec at the at the club, he was into her. He was into her and Baggy Large. And then after that, he went on to, then after that, she set up a meeting with him. So to me, I call that determined. I call that but Ivy felt mad about it. And so it went downhill from there. But the light-skinned girl is a snake. Oh yeah. I don't know if she's a snake yet, but what she did was snake-ish. Because she was in her feelings when you're probably right. She might be a snake because when she had that meeting, they do that weekly meeting at the record label. She was like, "Oh, Baggy Large, he's not a developed artist. He hasn't put his work in. He doesn't have the portfolio. I listened to one of his songs on a laptop. It wasn't all that." And basically, then that's when the owner, Alan was like, "Well, then forget it. I'll drop the meeting." And then she couldn't wait to throw that shit up in Alicia's face. What if Alan liked Baggy Large? That's the thing. That's what you call stopping a bag. Alan could have possibly liked Baggy Large. And she cut that off because she was mad because the other girl didn't go through her. She went around her. But isn't that somebody you want to do business with? Someone that is determined to do that. But she was upset because she went around her and stepped over her bounds. She felt. And that's what people was calling Ivy the gatekeeper, and also calling her people were saying she was a snake in the comments. And but I was like, damn, Baggy Large could have had something. The owner wanted to meet up with him. You know what I mean? Why could she just let that happen? Yeah, she wasn't gonna hook him up. And I think Alicia knew that. That's why Alicia said that. Alicia said that, she wanted you to wait on this and that. But Baggy Large messed up when he went behind Alicia's back and was talking to Ivy and what's the other girl's name? Jessica. the comedian girl. I don't even know her name. What's her name? Jessica or whatever. And they were sitting at that party because it was Marco's party. And he was like, oh, well, you know, Alicia told me that, you know, you're like a glorified receptionist or whatever. So that was, it went bad. And then he messed up. He should have kept Alicia because Alicia was determined to make sure he gets a deal or somebody to see him. And he totally shitted on her. He should have just kept his mouth closed and didn't say anything. But what's her name? Her name is Eva. Because he was on a date with Eva. She's funny. Yeah, Eva's funny. She's a funny comedian. She had a hard not story too as well. A lot of these kids had a hard story. Yes, and Baggy was messy. Yes, he was. He should have kept his mouth closed. But anyways, now I think he's gonna either be working with Santos. I think he's gonna be working with Santos and Jesse. A lot of the cast members don't have fathers, but we know Asia, she has a father, and Baggy Lodge, she doesn't have a father. And I don't know, and I know Jesse doesn't have a father. I don't know if Darnell or Darnell or Santos have a father. I'm not sure about that. I know Alicia, she didn't mention that, and Danielle doesn't have a father from what it seems. And Eva, she doesn't have a father, but she's a funny comedian. She's actually really funny. She's funny. She is. Baggy Lodge was messy. Yeah, he was messy. He shouldn't have did that. He messed up his own. Like she was cool. What do you think about Black Rose? Black Rose kind of like scared me at the same time. He scared me at the same time, but then you can tell he's a confident dude. You can tell he's the type of dude that's going to protect you. But he's been in jail for 10 years and he just got out. No one's ever gonna check. Yep. Yeah. That's why I was putting together, you know, about the cast member because they started saying that they didn't have fathers in their life, and the only person that showed her father so far is Asia. Asia is the only one that fathers in her career. So you can, but even though, so I was just like, she said he was cute. Yeah. What about when he met her? Black Rose, he said, you a sexy bitch, you a cute bitch. I was like, that was so aggressive to me. I felt like that was like prison talking shit. And so he was like, what did he say? He was like, he apologized for that though. Ratchet. I thought he was talking about like prison trade because he was locked up for 10 years and he apologized for that. But you know, he had that big ass watch. I don't know if he borrowed it or rented it. You know, he had the deluxe Uber or Lyft, or that could have been his Lincoln. And he didn't want her to pay for anything. So he just got out of jail after 10 years and he's balling like that. Or did the show buy? I know the show didn't pay for his BET. They got to get lit first before BET start throwing some money out there in these streets. But so far, to me, I think it's a decent show. I like to see these young people strive and make it. And, you know, they're going to have the drama because, you know, Danielle, man, I feel bad for Danielle. Danielle been drinking. When she was taking that Henny bottle to the head, I was like, she's feeling some things, yo. She's feeling some things. Like she was just sitting out in the broad daylight on the bench with her girl. Her girl had, I think she had Ciroc, or she had either the 50-cent liquor and she had the Hennessy bottle and she was just sitting there drinking it. And she was like, my life don't supposed to be like this, my living situation. So I'm thinking that she's living from house to house, couch to couch. And I think that maybe Darnell type kind of like promised her better things and better this and that. And Darnell ain't doing shit for her. Not a damn thing. He's taking care of his baby mama and his baby. And she's out here living like the way. I don't know if she's homeless or not. I don't know. She said she lived near the studio, but she could say my living situation. I don't know if she has a bunch of roommates. New York is expensive. I don't know how expensive Brooklyn is, but I did like to see the projects and the doors and stuff like that. The apartment buildings, that reminds me of back in the day when I used to hang in New York. But so far, that's so it. And Jesse, he's like a producer too as well. And Jesse's a nice kid. He's nice. He likes Eva. I mean, he likes Ivy, and them two are hooking up in a relationship. They're together. And then you have Santos wants Santo wants Asia. He wants her. He likes her a lot or whatever. He likes her. And I wonder if they're going to actually hook up. And then we got the other characters. The two gay guys, we have them. Yeah, a beautiful blemish. I know he said that to her. And she was like, what? Huh? Harlem. Was he? I don't know where he was from. But yo, that so far we'll see. And Santos gave Darnell that ultimatum, and it seems like from the previews that he's going to choose Danielle. And for him to choose Danielle over Santos, and they grew up together, that tells you that he really likes Danielle. He don't want to let her go. He wants his cake and eat it too as well. And I like the way Danielle talks too as well, because I'd be like, "What'd she say, huh?" I like her English and kind of like Haitian fast accent together. I think Asia, I think she's mad pretty. I think she's real pretty. I like her high cheekbones, and I like the way that she's creative with her clothes and the way like she styles herself. A lot of people say they don't like it. The gay guys don't have a role yet. No, they don't have a role yet. I think Marco. I think one of their names is Marco. Then we have a DJ. I don't know who the DJ is, but the guys on the show was telling, Darnell that he needs to let Danielle go, but he won't let her go. They don't even got the two guys listed on the roster. So you like that show. And we'll see what next episode is. I know you are. I'm talking to you. Who else am I talking to? I'm talking to you. So we'll see what happens with that situation. I didn't even talk about. Do you watch Married to Medicine? I didn't even talk about Married to Medicine yet. I just can't sleep. That's why I'm up. Because I know I'm not working tomorrow, so that's why I'm up. So excuse me. So we can talk about Married to Medicine. Or I can try to go to sleep. Married to Medicine was a mess. Yes, it is. Gemstone, yes, it is. It is a mess. What are you doing up so late? Hi, what's your name and where you calling from? Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh yeah. No, I don't watch Married to Medicine. Is it good?
Yeah, Married to Medicine it's been the last 2 seasons has been better than Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Of course.
Yep, it's better than that now for the last 2 seasons.
Why, you know what? Because I keep seeing reviews. I mean, how many seasons are Married to Medicine in? Like 6?
They might be in 6. I think they're in 6.
Man, I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you're gonna be watching for days.
Right. Like, I called you because I was typing so fast. My computer kept saying, "Oh, you've been sending too many messages."
Oh, it does that.
Yeah. So like it's 3:13. I mean, we're on the same. Let me cut down my computer. We're on the same time zone and stuff like that. So we're both. I was like, oh man, there's one person in the chat and it's me.
Yes, it's you. It's you. Everybody else took their ass to bed.
All right, you're like, yeah, I'm talking to you. So I'm like, yo, let me call in here real quick. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man, that guy is trash. I don't like that guy, the producer guy with the blonde hair.
Oh
man.
yeah, yes.
Because I don't like people who play with people's emotions, you know.
And he kept admitting that he was playing with her, but he likes her too, though. He got love for
But
her.
you know what? He's conflicted. Like, he wants to be a good guy, but he's still a guy. I don't know.
No, you're right. He wants to be a good guy. He wants to have his baby mama at home and his fiance with the kid looking well. When they go to business meetings, meeting around the family, but when he's hitting the streets, he's doing his rap thing, his producing thing. He wants Danielle next to him.
Right. And, you know, I think especially because he has a child with her.
Yes. He's been with Danielle for 4 years. Like, come on,
No. He doesn't have a child with Danielle. I'm talking about, I think he wants to be a good guy. I forget his fiance's name.
Yeah, I don't know her name. I know it's Rock something. Raquel is Raquel. Her name is Raquel.
You know, I mean, how stupid do you get? I mean, she gives me vibes. I'm just going with the flow. I know this nigga ain't shit.
Yeah, I get the vibes from her. Like, I already had his baby. He's paying the bills. New York's expensive. And yeah, because he's been with her for 12 years. He's been with Danielle for 4 years. So if Danielle was just a piece of ass, he wouldn't have been with her for 4 years. So like he would never wipe Danielle. That's the thing. But I don't know.
I got a problem with him playing with Danielle's emotions, but I have a problem with Danielle not being smart.
Yeah, she's not. Before, I don't know when her mother passed away, but she probably clinged on the most closest thing to her, and that was him. And you know, now she lost her mother, so she's dealing with death. She's dealing with the feeling of failure. And then to have this guy Darnell to flash that, oh, I just got to the studio. We know we're gonna be on the show. I'm gonna help your career. Blah blah blah. She believes that, but she got to be smart, but she's not. But when you're dealing with people dealing with grief, especially losing your mother, you know, sometimes you'll fall for anything when you're in that space. But I don't know how long her mother passed away.
Okay, so Mary, another thing about this show, another thing that I have to say is that I'm at least 10 years older than all of these people on this show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how old you are, but I'm 38, and most of these people are like 25, 26. So, I mean, I have time for it.
Oh, yeah. I just think it's so interesting.
And, you know, they're real young.
Yes.
I mean, and when I was 27, 28, I mean, some of those things are probable and highly likely.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get messed up, you know, because when Danielle was sitting outside and she was drinking that fifth of Henny right out of the bottle, I was like, oh, only young people be doing that shit. Yeah, so like when I was 25, I did that too, you know. That ain't nothing, drinking out of the.
I'm here for that show, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm watching that show, but I think I have to catch up and watch this other show that's with T.I. Tiny. You heard of that show, right? The Family Hustle.
The Family and Friends. Yeah, I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Oh, this is already 3 episodes and shit.
I've seen the first 2. It's basically just you know, T.I., they trying to get that bag, man. You know, they missed that check, man. And you know, I think it's reflective on. I mean, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't do. I mean, but I enjoy your reviews. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, well, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though you don't know me, it's my first time talking to you. But, like, yeah, I mean, this is my take on it. I feel like they try to get another bag. They're doing the same old bullshit. You know, T.I. still ain't shit. You know? I'm still taking his ass back. All the kids are still cute. I mean, you know, it's the same old shit. So now they have Monica, and now they have the other young lady from Destiny's Child and her husband. And of course, Toya, I think her name is.
Yeah, Toya and Regine, right?
Yeah, Toya, and just the same old. I mean, it feels like it smells like Team Spirit. I don't know.
I gotta give you one on that one, Team Spirit. Let me do. She said it feels like Team Spirit.
Listen. You should review that show just so you can talk shit about them, because that's how corny it is.
I'm gonna watch it now. I was gonna actually watch like catch up, but then I'm gonna catch up probably. I'll be able to catch up tomorrow because since I'm not working tomorrow, so I'll be able to catch up. But I'm gonna catch up and watch it.
Listen, but seriously, it's only me and you here, man. I know you picking up everybody to go. I mean, I live in Maryland. That's how we talk. We don't say everybody, say everybody. You know.
Everybody.
But I mean, that's a very, and I had to call in. That's a very admirable of you to pick up people to vote. I mean, I'd be interested to see if there are any, like, what's Rhode Island like? Like, is it a lot of white people there? Or?
It's most right now. The House and most of the people that's a politician, most of them are either Hispanic. Maybe there's 2 blacks, and the rest is Italian. And the majority of Rhode Island right now, this is a sanctuary state, so it's mostly Hispanics and Latinos here more than anybody. They used to, when I first came here, there was a lot of black people, but I can't find them. I don't know where they at. Like I don't see a bunch of large group of gathering of black people a lot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But before,
and let me ask you one more thing. I'm looking at you, and you give me like, you know, my great grandparents are Haitian. Like, are you a Black American, or where are you from?
I'm Black American from here, and I'm Cherokee Indian. I'm Native American, Cherokee,
Okay.
but my paperwork says I'm Black. My mother's Black. My father's Native American. My mother is mixed with Native American, but we were all born here, raised here. You know.
Because you know there is a big difference between Black immigrants and white immigrants, right?
What is the big difference?
Well, the difference is that, you know, do you ever watch this guy called Tariq Nasheed?
Oh, yeah, that's my dog.
Yo, so I was watching something that he said the other day, and he was like, yo, you got 2 types of immigrants. You got the white immigrants, the Spanish, Italians, and then you have the Black immigrants. You got the Africans and the people from the Caribbean and shit, but they're not rocking with native, like, born African Americans like that. They coming over here and they get down white supremacy and undermining us and doing all other type of BS. I don't know. I mean, that's just something he said. It's something to think about.
No, Tariq knows what he's talking about, because basically basically what was set up was divide and conquer. And I remember when I was growing up, when I used to see image of African people in Africa, they would show them in trees, they would show them starving with flies on them, and just so despicable and everything like that. And they would say, oh, these people are tree climbers, they're African booty scratch.
Savages living in mud huts.
Yeah, and then so they have the perception of that, right? Like, these people are terrible. And then when like the people that work for the government program, like the Red Cross and all this other people that say, you know what, I want to go to Africa and help and change, then people go over there and say, missionary workers.
I mean, people think I'm negative, but, you know, Bill and Melinda Gates, what they're really doing is going over there and sterilizing all of these African women. I mean, you know, like they like to say Planned Parenthood is so nice and so good. No, it's not. They're planning the extinction of black children. You know,
that was the initiation.
Don't understand me, huh?
That was the whole thing about the Planned Parenthood movement, was to stop, especially they was all put in, if you notice, they're all in low income areas, and then Medicaid, they will say Medicaid and whatever don't pay for it. But I know a bunch of girls I went to school with went and got abortions and Medicaid paid for it.
But you know what? Isn't that diabolical and savage and sick? You have the audacity to call it Planned Parenthood.
Yep.
When it's really called planned murder, because did you know that more black babies are being murdered, and that's the biggest how can I say it? Like the biggest amount of like black people dying is in their mother's wombs.
Yeah, that's what Corey Oakham talks about a lot, because they was advocating for abortions a long time ago, where you can go here, it's cheap, this and that. So it was a mindset that was putting in the community, especially with the women power movement. Oh, you can have an abortion, you don't have to have his baby, all types of stuff. They use a lot of marketing gimmick.
You know what?
I mean, it's fucked up. They call it Planned Parenthood when they're not Planned Parenthood.
Well, if you want to, you know, they do. They have guiding colleges there, and they try to make it pretty, so they'll have guiding colleges there, and now women can go for other things like that. That's what they were saying out here in the public, and it was like, oh, we don't do that many abortions or whatever. It's just it was meant to kill off.
Me and my sister, we do not get along at all. They had like this white women's march and down here in DC, and they were walking around. I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you walking around with a fucking clitoris on your head? Are you fucking dumb? I was like, Shakira, listen. I said, listen, first of all, the feminist, white women's feminist movement was not even for you or about you. Do you even understand?
Yep.
So she
but because she don't understand.
You know,
she doesn't understand the history of the feminist movement. It wasn't for black women. They just needed them to be a part of it. And then the feminists will leave after they march and protest and burn their bras when they could work, when they had slaves too as well, when they could do all that other stuff. They would go home to their man. And then that took the black woman out of the house. And then that's when you had to divide, where you started hearing all these sayings. I don't need a man. I could do it by myself. We all need a man. Like if you're heterosexual or if you want a man, but that destroys the black community. So now you got the black woman doing the feminist march and then separating from their man. Yeah, because the white woman can go out and work. She can go out and work. She can go out and do this. And so now you have the woman separated for her man, and now you got the Planned Parenthood and the community killing your baby. So what's going on?
My sister, but I just think that she capes for white people, and I'm sorry, I'm like venting, but like and I called you because you were like, yeah, I'm getting everybody in the car. We're gonna all go for Democrat, and I just had this argument with my sister, and I was like, yo, dog, I was like, I feel you voting Democrat, but can you please tell me who the fuck you're voting for, huh?
The most important, because nobody, that's the same old story. If you see right now, they have all these stars coming out talking about vote for this person, but the most important thing is to vote for what's in your town and your community, and then who you're gonna vote for president is gonna be, I mean not president, but you're gonna vote for the House is gonna be on you. And because right now they're using the message fear.
You know what, this will be fun. I'm going to definitely go vote Democrat because I think this will be fun. Because to be honest with you, nobody likes Trump. You know what I'm saying?
But I see a lot of.
I just want to see Democrats in the House, so this should be fun.
I think it's going to be a real big upset. I don't know. Right now, the message that Trump is putting out there, I think he's persuading so many people to go his way because they keep showing the images of them immigrants walking from Argentina, Guatemala, all over there, and people. And the caravan, that's what, remember Bush did that with the insurgents? Who the fuck, that's when Cat Williams was like, what the fuck is an insurgent? I don't know what an insurgent is. You know what I mean? So, and then before then it was Social Security. So now it's like the immigrant thing to scare people. And then basically, you know, everyone's putting out this message. Well, you know, you black people are going to be the one that's going to be, you know, affected by this situation because they're going to come in and take this. They're going to come in and take that. And so I
don't think black people could be affected any more than we've already been affected. I mean, because and the sad part about it is we got so many coons and so many people out here caping for these people. You know?
I mean, we do. And them people, I always talk about them people. I have one of my playlists. I have a playlist.
Nice because we still are online and we're on your channel. So, you know, I don't want YouTube coming through here acting crazy.
On one of my videos, I have a playlist called Coons, Coon Awards. I give out Coon Awards.
Oh my God, Coon Awards.
Yeah, I got Coon Awards. I don't know who's. I think the last person was Stacey. No, the last person was what's his name? Jim Brown and Kanye West going to see Trump. They got a Coon Award for that.
Hold on, wait a minute. Who's Jim Brown?
Jim Brown is like, he's a famous actor, and he was political, but I thought he was for black people, but he was out there cooning with Kanye at the White House with Donald Trump.
I mean, I think Kanye has some serious psychological issues. Like, you know, something dude is crazy.
Dude is gone.
Yeah, like ever since his mom died, like he's been fucking the fuck out, yo. And now, like, I bet you, what's that witch's name? The Kardashian witch. She probably said, Kanye, you gotta be quiet. You gotta calm down, man. You're doing too much. Because now, all of a sudden, last week, he's like, oh, I made a mistake.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
like,
said he went to Africa and he came back and he's a new person.
No. That something. That's bullshit. What is that lady's name? The mom. What's her name?
Chris? Is it Chris?
Yeah, Chris. Dude, you know Chris ain't going for it.
Kris Jenner. Yeah, Kris Jenner. And Kanye's shoes are not selling.
Chris yanked his ass up and was like, Kanye, you got to chill. Don't you think so?
Somebody yanked him up because he's embarrassing them, but they are attached to Trump because Trump helped Kim Kardashian release this woman out of prison that was doing a lifetime bid. But Kanye's going overboard with the slavery thing, and then always meeting up with Trump. Like somebody got to him.
I cringed through the whole thing. It was the most disgusting.
Oh my God.
Shit I've ever seen in my life. And Trump sat up there and smirked the whole damn time. It was weird. I couldn't even watch it. I was like, oh my God.
It was awful.
I was like, who let him? He was in there cursing and then he had the cooning ass lawyer, that old ass guy. Man, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with black people. I can't.
No. He's been messed up. He started because remember Snoop was like,
his ass is canceled.
Because he what's that movie, Get Out? They got him hypnotized. I don't know. It just went. I didn't see this for Kanye West.
I'm seriously worried about him. Something is wrong with that dude. Like, he's lunch. You saw that shit he did in the White House? I'm like, this nigga is crazy.
And he brought Jim Brown with him. I couldn't believe Jim Brown was sitting next to Trump with him. And then Kanye West had the nerve to say, you're like my superhero. I feel like a superhero. My father wasn't around. He threw his father under the bus. I was like, and this guy don't give a shit about you? But you know what? Something went wrong.
I honestly think something is seriously wrong with Kanye because this dude snapped. Like, he didn't used to be crazy.
But somebody said that he's always been an ass kisser and he always wanted to be on that side where he's at. But I think it happened after his mother was taken away and then getting up with the Kardashian and then seeing a whole new life.
I don't know if you know anything about this, but I'm gonna get deep on another level now. I watch Spy Kitten and all of this stuff, and some people are, there's been some mumblings around about how do they call that thing when like a sacrifice or something like that.
Well, I heard that story too, but the doctor, I don't know. They said the doctor botched the job or whatever because she shouldn't have died from what she went through. And some people do say that was a sacrifice. That's what a lot of conspiracy theories people think too as well.
To be honest with you, I feel sorry for Kanye. Like, something's wrong with him. I think he needs some medication and a long ass vacation. And even this last song he came out with the young kid, oh man, you're such a freaky girl,
Yeah. Yep.
What is that guy? Let's get it,
Was it Zan? Kanye West and Zan?
No, Kanye West and he's the guy. Let's get it, Kurt or. You know what? I told you I'm in my late 30s. I don't know. Do you know what song I'm talking about? And they came out wearing outfits that look like Jesus boxcar. He's just weird. He's lost his mind, man.
Yeah. Little Zan. It's Little Zan. He did this. Was it Little Zan? I don't think it's Little Zan. What the hell?
Little something. It's stupid.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool song.
Oh, it's Little Pump. It's actually Little Pump.
Okay, I said Little Perp. I was close.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to get on him, but it's not the song, but he did it was like some award show, and he's just weird. I just can't put something's wrong with Kanye.
No, he's
like why at your point in your career would you want to do a song with a little pump? I mean, what, like, really? Like,
because that's how you stay hot. Because you know why Drake is hot? Because Drake stays with the young music. He stays with the young kids coming up. He stays in tune. He does stuff that Nicki's not doing and Kanye West wasn't doing. Now he's doing it now. But Drake always stay with the hottest. Whoever the hottest person is, Drake is right there.
But it's obvious though. It's like
at this
song, and it's like, and we're still not fucking with you. And then, like, who told him to get Pusha T to put Whitney Houston drugged in picture on the album cover?
I know, that was a mess.
I mean, this guy is crazy. I don't know if he's an egotistical maniac. I mean, I don't know if this motherfucker is so rich that he wants to be white or something. Like,
yeah, he's been so far removed from the human people and just human things that
that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
And then he said he was on medication because he had lipo and he was on drugs, so he probably was taking all types of pills and shit like that. He don't know what he was taking, and then thinking about he's not like he was with Jay-Z. He was with Rockefellers. He was with all these other different people that were conscious and just black at the time when he was making songs for, the Broad Street Bully, Ochinos, and all that.
Okay, you said Broad Street Bully, so that's Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I know about. I used to live in Philly. Yeah. Beanie Siegel. You talking about Beanie Siegel?
Yeah.
Of course, State Property. Yeah.
Yes, State Property. He was connected to all that. That was real black. What is he connected to now?
No, that wasn't that. There was nothing black or conscious about Beanie Siegel and State Property. It was very ghetto and very gritty.
No, but it was actually black, and it was actually.
Those guys are not conscious about anything.
Have you? Well, you have to see their interviews. You have to see their interviews. Matter of fact, Ochino is actually here. He's on YouTube and does videos, and he was back then. And they're not like conscious like.
Hold on. Did your live stream just go off? Because my thing just clicked off.
Let's go to Southern Charm. I did. I was talking about Southern Charm, and you wasn't here. No, it's still on.
People are. I was just up here talking, like, and people are still coming in the room. Like, we just having a whole conversation. Yo, but no, I was so sad what happened to Beanie Siegel. I thought Beanie Siegel was gonna be better than what he was. I didn't think the shit was gonna end like this for Beanie Siegel, man. It was just. Why are you sad? Like, what do you think?
It was in first he got shot. He got shot in the lung. And I don't know if the cops shot him or who shot him.
Never mind. I remember now. Yeah.
So now he can't rap. He doesn't even sound like himself anymore rapping. That's number one. And that was a gift for him to rap. Beanie Siegel was crazy with the lyrics.
Or The Coming or something like that.
Say that again.
Come on, pull up his first album. It's called like The Truth. And Siegel Street is a street in Philadelphia on South Street. It's like South Street and Siegel, where people used to just go freestyle all the time.
Okay.
That's why he calls himself Beanie Siegel, because it's like South Street. And like, anyway, that's just a little fun fact.
Oh, I didn't even know that. But he got shot, all this other stuff. He can't rap like he used to rap because he only got one lung now.
I don't believe that. That's like, what makes you think he can't rap? Like, because he got shot in the face or something?
No, because he has one lung now.
Oh wow!
So he gets out of breath, and when I found out when he said that, was like, damn. The one thing that took him out the hood and got a better life for him is the one thing that somebody took from him by shooting him in the lung, so he can barely rap.
Right. I mean, I don't feel sorry for that nigga.
It's just me because I love music, and he put out good music.
No, listen, I love music too. I'm actually an artist. I'm a neo soul. I do neo soul, jazz, hip hop. I'm a spoken word artist, and all of that. That's how I know for a fact why his name is Beanie Siegel, because I used to be out on the streets in Philly at the 5 Spot with Jill Scott, Jaguar Wright.
Oh, Jill Scott is number one. I like Jill Scott.
Motherfucking Roots Crew, you know what I'm saying? Kindred, all of them people, we used to go, like, do open mics. But anyway, this is here or there. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I like your music too, but I just don't feel, I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't feel I don't feel sorry for him. I feel like he's good. Like, he has not lost any of my respect. I mean, his shit is fire. I still love him. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I mean, but I feel like he had a lot of money and a lot of opportunities to do something with himself. I mean,
See,
whose fault is it that he didn't like invest his money or do
okay,
something?
what happened? So once you find out BD Single's story is actually he got robbed by Dame, he got robbed by Jay-Z. They gave him cars, they gave him stuff that he didn't even know.
Talk about it. I didn't want to go there. I was going to say Jay's a snake, you know.
And then the
Yeah.
lugs, I think it was Hugs or Lugs boots or whatever, some type of clothing design. Beanie Siegel started and gave it to Damon Dash, and he said that he got.
It was called State Property.
No, it was State Property, but it was also Hugs boots. He had the deal, like he was coming out with these shoes. Damon Dash took his thing and went to Hug Boots and got it done and signed him out the deal.
You mean Lugs?
I think it was Lugs or Hugs, some type of name of boots.
Yeah, Lugs. Yeah.
But he had a design for shoes that they were wearing back then. I can't think of the name of it. And so, and his career, and he was like, yo, these people said they was my brothers. Like, we black, we this, we that. I trusted them. He was like, Jay-Z gave me this. He said, Jay-Z gave me this car. They did this and that. Like, so he explained to everybody how shit went down, and then he got shot in the lung, shot in the stomach, because somebody was robbing him. So I just mutually felt bad for him because I liked his music, and then to hear that he got.
I could explain to you how much I love Beanie Siegel, man. Like, I don't want you to think that I'm out here stunting on Beanie Siegel, man. Like, I love Beanie Siegel.
No, I don't think that, because sometimes, like, I didn't know. I was like, why he disappeared? But then I heard his story, him explaining himself how he got played and he got robbed, and then that happened to him.
On Instagram, he looked like he's chilling. Like, I mean, have you seen him acting like he? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, that's not right. Like, leave that man alone. I mean, it is kind of fucked up, but I don't know what to say about it, because, like, dude, I just saw him do a video like 2 weeks ago. He was in the studio with somebody, but then like Meek Mill or somebody knocked his ass out like a year ago. No?
I think O'Malley hit him. I think it was O'Malley. Yeah, I remember. So him, the story with him and Rockefeller, Jay-Z, and Damon Dash that he told, and then after that, seeing how he played himself with Meek Mills, I was just like, damn, he just took so many L's. He got punched in the face, and then he was on Tax Stone talking about Meek Mills was telling me this.
I know Tax Stone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Tax Stone. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Hello?
Oh, CR says hello. She says what's up to you.
Oh, what's up? I'm not even on looking at it anymore. I'm just talking to you. I don't know, man. Like, look, man. You making? I mean, I feel sorry for him. Like, but the way you saying it sounds so sad. Like, I don't want to think about him in that kind of way.
No, I don't. The reason why he came in my mind, I don't know why, but I saw Ochino. I saw Ochino or Ocino that was in State Property. Yeah. I saw him today doing a video, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Close to Philly? Is Rhode Island close to Philly?
Is it? I think so. I think it's like probably 2 hours. Let me see.
Oh, because you know a lot of Philly rappers.
Whoever was hot back then.
Oh, okay. How old? Well, I'm not gonna ask you how old you are, but. How old are you?
You know, I can't tell you my age online. Well, I supposed to.
I do not blame you. My grandmother used to say, never ask a woman over 21 her age. Well, look, I turned 38 October 6th.
You're very young.
I still get carded. Like, when I go to Whole Foods, I'm trying to get some Shiraz to go with my chicken. I still get carded, so that's good because I don't stress. That's
good. Philly is 4 hours and 10 minutes away. That's what it says.
Okay, how far is Rhode Island from? Dude, I don't even know where Rhode Island is. Where is it? Is it by Boston?
It's near Boston, and it's near New York, but it's closer to Boston than it is New York.
Oh, Okay. Yeah, I was watching. Somebody said Boston is one of the most racist cities in America.
Oh, yes, it is. It's not it's a racist. Certain parts of Boston is very racist because I don't know if you remember back in the day they had this dude, a Caucasian guy. He said that a black guy attacked him and shot his wife, and his wife was pregnant. And then the police went into the Boston communities, went into their projects, and was harassing black people and all this other stuff, and taking them in and making them strip. And come to find out, the man killed his wife himself.
That's all. You know what's sickening is that there are so many stories like that. Okay, let's not even talk about in the Bronx where that old ass white lady said that 10-year-old kid sexually assaulted her.
Oh, Corner Store, Carolina. I did a video on that.
Okay.
I got the whole video up too on my channel.
I don't even do YouTube, but like it's good to know we're like-minded people. I'm like, I hope I like Paris Milan. Have you ever watched her?
No.
Man, you need to check out this chick Paris Milan, man, because like she's real. Like she goes in like on some pro-black shit, but she's not as abrasive as like a Cynthia G or like a China Fox. I think she's a little younger. I think she's in her mid-20s. And anyway, I'm just saying you should check her out on YouTube.
No doubt.
Situations like that, like takes us back to Emmett Till, okay? Because I mean, it's just you know where I'm going with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emmett Till was killed because somebody accused him of doing something that he probably didn't do. I just feel like,
that happens in Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi. I was actually from Mississippi, and the stories of my own family members being lynched by the Ku Klux Klan, the head wizard. We was told all that growing up.
I'm sorry, I got emotional because it really pissed me off, man. Like I can't tell you, like I'm speechless. I was just speechless. I mean, because that little kid, like, this would have been 50 years ago, that little kid would have got murdered.
It's sad. Oh, they killed Emmett Till.
They killed Emmett Till because
he was a woman accused him of looking at her. A Caucasian woman accused him of looking at her, and so then the Ku Klux Klan came and they hung him, they burnt him, and they cut his penis off and put it in his mouth.
Okay, wow, I didn't even know all of that. But, I mean, that is what I'm saying, and that's why I'm speechless, because I kind of choked up a little bit because, I mean, and personally, we need to stop giving them these little cute names, like Corner Store Carolina.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. You're right about that. And you know what? The last video I did, I put the woman's name in there. It was a woman, that harassed 2 black people. And someone put in the comments that why are people giving these people these cute names when they're racist and they're trying to get you killed? And so I totally agree with you on that.
That's what they want to do. And then I don't know if you watch Phil. Like, I'm a Patreon. I Patreon Phil. When he went through that whole thing with his wife, do you remember that?
I don't even watch him. I don't know nothing about him.
Oh man!
I have people that have titles and stuff like that, but
dude, the drama in these YouTube streams.
Yeah, I try to stay away from that. There's only certain things I would talk about.
I don't even know how I found you, but I just was like going through YouTube and I just clicked on one of your reviews and I just liked how you was just like kicking it. Like it was like you had your notes and you was just like blah 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 blah. And I like a lot of times I watch reviews just to see if other people agree with what I thought about Black Ink Crew or whatever. And you
I love Black Ink.
You was hitting it on point. You know what I'm saying? That's how I found but anyway, this guy named Phil or whatever, he did some shit. He put on Twitter that his wife was a black, like Native American and shit, and she's not though. Everybody, like, dude, everybody went fucking nuts. So I mean, I'm over it. You know why? Because it's like, he lied. I mean, he's married to a white Hispanic. You see what I'm saying? But like when somebody asked him on Twitter, They said, oh, what ethnicity? And he didn't think that he was going to find it 3 years later. He told that person that his wife was a native black woman. That she's not. Dude, she's white as shit. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about that. I mean, but that just goes to show you, like, you can't take all of these pro-black, conscious people seriously.
No, you have to just have the intuition of, like, and that's a lot of things. That's something that a lot of people don't do, is the intuition when they get from people, where you like, we're born with that, and sometimes, like, there's only certain people that I do listen to or whatever.
On YouTube, I can see you. Hold on. Go ahead, I'm listening.
There's only certain people that I actually listen to, whatever, because sometimes you can pick up, like, if you're in tune with nature, you're in tune, you can pick up when someone is not genuine. Or sometimes people get away with it for a long time and then they're exposed, so I don't know his situation or whatever. If he was married to somebody, whoever she was, he should have just let the world know and let it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, I made it very simple for you because you say don't watch him. I'm just saying, like, he's somebody who we looked up to. And what makes it so weird is that he's always talking about y'all shouldn't be swirling, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's what makes it, that's so weird, you know what I mean? And then come to find out, like, why would you, I don't know. I mean, there's not no point in me talking about it if you don't know the backstory, but it's very, he blatantly lied. Put it like that. But I haven't unsubscribed to him, and I haven't stopped patronizing him. I mean, because I feel like he's a positive. I mean, you know what? Whatever. He does put out good information, but it is fucked up that you're swirling and you want to talk shit to people.
As long as you just real, as long as you real with it, it ain't no problem. Just be real with it, because
No, but he wasn't real with it. But I mean, I still fuck with him. I mean, but I just know what it is,
And
I
probably,
don't know, like,
probably a lot of people still do too as well. They probably do it because so people are so used to disappointment.
More good for the community than bad.
People are so used to disappointment, especially when they idolize people, that it's just like, oh well, it's just like that, because people are so used to people being exposed and all the negative stuff that it don't even really trigger nothing. It triggers it for a while and then boom, it's back to normal again. I think people just they're okay with a lot of things because we're so shell shocked. We're so hit with so much stuff on a daily basis that you have to pick and choose what you allow yourself to be exposed to.
Him, we're all human. I mean, yeah, like, is that shady? Like, you wanted your wife to be black because, like, you were ashamed to tell us that you're still pro-black, that you married a, like, you're what? I mean, but, at the end of the day, like, he should have just been honest. I mean, because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, nobody really cares. Nobody really gave a fuck if his wife was. We're just looking at him sideways, like, why'd you lie about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a little weird, but whatever. He does. I mean, who cares? But anyway, these YouTube streets been going crazy. Lovely T, Tasha K.
So,
you never heard of her?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah,
I know who she is. So,
yeah, so anyway, it's just like real interesting. I feel like, and what's sad about it is the black YouTubers are just, one track minded. You know what I'm saying? They're just, I don't know how many stories they're going to do on Cardi B and fucking Nicki Minaj.
As many as they keep coming on, as many as they keep popping.
Wait a minute. Well, listen, no shade. I'm not trying to throw you any shade because you make me feel like you just did one today.
I know, I did too this weekend.
Dude, you did one today, yo?
No, Saturday and Sunday.
Oh my God! Yep. My bad. I didn't see it, yo. Like, she's like, as many as we want to.
yo, as like, sometimes you just can't ignore the stuff. Like, to me, it amuses. It amuses me, like, because it's just like, okay, this is what people want to hear about. And Nicki Minaj on her radio station, Queen Radio, is the most funniest shit ever. Oh my God, Nikki ranting and then Barty B ranting. This shit is hilarious to me because I wish, like when I was growing up, like we had this much access. I wish we had this much access to the stars. Oh, you know what I mean? Like what's going on? Because my day, we had to wait for the Source magazine to come out. We had to wait for somebody to be on Video Soul. We had to wait for somebody to be on Teen Summit.
I know you did not just go to the source. Like, man, that was a fucking hip hop. But now I'm a hip hop aficionado. Like, Nas was one of the only people to get 5 bikes in the source. You had Dave Mays and Benzino. A lot of people don't know Benzino was on that Love and Hip Hop. Like he was like on they owned the source.
Yes, oh, of course. Benzino's from Boston. I'm only 30 minutes away from his hometown.
Fun fact. Okay, so like the source was the hip hop Bible, and then it was Dave Mays, like the white guy. I don't know if he was white, but and then Benzino and shit. I know, yeah. I mean, you just took me back. Like I had to always go and cop those magazines.
We only had we had like 2 people because Rhode Island is real slow. A lot of stuff don't come through. We had 2 people in the neighborhood that will always have the Source magazines, and she still got the Source magazines. We used to go over there and read the Source magazines at her house, sit on the porch, be inside. It was cool.
Yes, I mean, come on, man. Like, Hammett, man. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
That's
man.
but right now we got Instagram, we got IG, we got Twitter, we got YouTube, we got Snapchat, we got Switch. We had everything. I mean, we didn't have none of this stuff. If I had all this access like I have now, I would know where Tupac is at 24/7 if we had that.
Let me kick something for you real quick. Hold on. My mind stay on some drama. Make your pause like a comma, cause karma is the motherfucker. Think about what you getting into. I bet you won't know how to act once this new shit drop. Cause I'm exclusive, reclusive, and verbally abusive. And y'all dead wrong thinking she won't do shit. I'm the show and prove chick. Hold it tight while I keep it moving. Let's go. You say you in speed status, boy. Well, let's flow. Putting them tracks, yeah, that's dope. And you'll get smoked like dope, and you can talk shit. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't even know.
Oh, so that was your freestyle?
That was one of my songs.
Oh, I like it.
That was, I forgot the lyrics too, because somewhere I said something, I'm dope, like 5 mics in the source. So like, dude, like, yo, like I was like a teen. Okay, look, I was born in '80. Like, I grew up when like Doggy Style, The Chronic. I mean, first of all, I knew when I heard Sade or Stevie Wonder, I knew it was time to get him clean on Saturday morning. You feel me? So a lot of soul music going on, and like Nas is one of my favorite MCs.
Nas, I met Nas. Oh, I love Nas. I had the biggest crush on Nas. It was nobody's business.
God.
I seen him at concert. Seen Biggie Smalls in concert.
Oh my God, you met him?
Yes, I met Nas in Disney World in Orlando, Florida, and we was.
I hate you for that, yo.
And Nas sent his people. Nas asked us to come to his show. That was at the comedy club. What's the name of the place? They all over the place. He asked us to come, and my what's the name? House of Blues. He was performing at House of Blues.
Where?
This is in Florida. This is Florida.
Okay, yo, like I'm in Tampa all the time. My cousin lives in Tampa. What part of Florida?
It was we was at Disney World.
Orlando.
Yeah, it was Orlando. It was in a Disney World, and Nas and his peoples was there too as well. They gave us tickets to go see him and everything. I was just like, oh my God. I was just, oh my goodness. And I met Beanie Siegel. I met like a lot of people from Philly that was here in Rhode Island.
Like Nas and Beanie Siegel, I didn't even know they hung out.
No, not at the same time. It's like I met Beanie Siegel and that crew here in Rhode Island. They came here like DMX, him.
My first cousin is Wanye Morris from Boyz II Men.
Oh shit.
Yep. He lives in Malton, New Jersey. That's my first cousin. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that ain't like Nas. Like, and I'm not even lying about it because if I was going to lie, I would be like, oh, it was like Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, man, I love Nas. He was one of my favorite fucking MCs. That whole Illmatic album was ill. You feel me?
Oh yeah, Nas. Nas is number one.
Nas is the dude. So he was cool and shit.
Nas is just, you know, he's everything. And he still look good, and he still carry himself so well. He still carry himself like a king.
Let's get back to Nas, yes.
He-
yeah, he is cute. He's like kind of a, you know what I'm saying? He's not like, he's not that big.
He carry himself as a king. He's lyrically talented. The way he flip words, the way he raps the thing. And Nas is.
Wait a minute. Say that again. He's lyrically what?
He's lyrically talented. Like he can.
What up, kid? I know shit is rough doing your bid. When the cops came, you should have slid to my crib. Fucking flat. What song is that?
And
I got an easy one for you.
That's one of his songs. That's one. It's one of his songs.
You don't even know Like the Bitch.
I don't know the names of the song. I haven't listened to Nas his old song in a long time. But when they come on, I can hear it and then I like it. I like Nas. Well, he's from Queensbridge. His music, but you know, his music is his.
What's his brother's name? What's his brother? What's that song they had? Oh, Chihuahua.
Yeah, that song with the, you know, with Jungle. I don't know if is Jungle still alive or did Jungle get killed? Somebody got killed. From Nas.
Jungle's still alive. What happened was, you know, Jungle, he'd be out in the streets and shit like that, but he got his shit together, you know what I'm saying? But from what I heard, you know, I kind of keep tabs and stay online. Because, like, what happened was, like, he was going back and forth because he felt like Nas was helping him out or whatever with money and shit like that. I don't know. They were going through some problems, but I guess they reconciled. But the guy Ill Will or whatever, you know, that's friend. That's the guy that got shot.
Okay, Ill Will.
Yeah. Like, so anyway, Nas is cool, but man, that's what's up, man. You a hip hop head. I fucks with you.
I like Nas. Nas was cool, man.
So Nas is one of my favorites. So did you know he's one of the only people to get 5 mics in the Source?
I think you that's what you said. I'm rocking with what you're saying. I don't know.
Okay, you say you used to.
Yeah, we used to read the Source magazine, but that was so many years ago. So I don't know. Right. I didn't even know what 5 mics, you know, meant back then.
It's a fact. I mean, anyway, that's how dope Nas is. Like, so when he came out with Illmatic, like some people get 3.5 mics or 4, like that nigga got 5 mics and shit. So, and I used to do commercials or whatever for this radio station in DC called WPGC, and so I knew one of the DJs. Her name is Rain, the dopest Ethiopian or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, yo, Gem." I mean, because Gem is my artist name actually, Gemstone. So that's the name I used to rap under. Because my homeboy, he was like, "Yo, when you rap, it seems like you drop lyrical gems on the dome. You should just call yourself Gemstone." And I did. So I just stuck with that. So she gave me tickets to go see Nas at this club called the 930 Club. But I ain't had backstage passes or nothing like that. So, like, I've been to a lot of his concerts, but I never met him. But here's the funny part to this story. So I told my friend, like, just follow me. And we went back. And I told the security guard, I told him that I was his stylist. You know, I was like, I'm not stylist. I need to get back. I need to get back there. And like he kind of looked at me. He was like, "Well, where's your badge and shit?" Like, but thinking back on it now, like I was this close to getting back there, and then another guy came. I was like, "Nah," it's like they're not a stylist. It's somebody back there. And me and my friends just laughed. It was so funny. But you know what I'm saying? It would have been weird if I would have got back there. Because what the fuck would I would have said? He would have looked at me like, "Yo, are you fucking nuts?" I don't know. I didn't know if I was going to go back there and rap or whatever, but I wish you could understand what I'm saying, that I got so close. Like, I was pressed as shit. So,
I understand that when you really like somebody, you almost get close.
Yeah, I was young too. Like this was a long time ago. I was young too. Like thinking back on it now, it sounds silly to me, but it's just a funny story.
Okay, it says, I don't know if this is actually the real website, but it says People, Instinctive Travel, and The Path of Rhythm, Tribe Called Quest. They got 5 mics. Let the Rhythm Hit M. Eric B. and Rakim got 5 mics.
5 mics.
And
Nas got 5 mics.
America Most Wanted, Ice Cube, One of All for One, Nubian, Brand Nubian. De La Soul is dead. De La Soul is dead. De La Soul got 5, and the Low End Theory, A Tribe Called Quest, and Nas Illmatic.
I told you.
No, we gotta fact check because people be fact checking. You know, they'll listen to this.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I knew this for a fact because I told you I'm a huge Nas fan. I told you. I said, wait a minute. I'm not guessing. I'm pretty sure Nas got 5. The Illmatic was a masterpiece.
No, it was I'm surprised Tupac is not on this list.
Man, I'm surprised too. Can you read that list again?
It's Tribe Called Quest, Eric B. and Rakim.
No, wait a minute. I mean, I heard you the first time, but are you sure Tupac is not on that?
I don't see his name on there, so that's why I'm looking, because I wasn't checking what did Nas have 5 mics. I wanted to know if Tupac had 5 mics actually.
Lies.
No, I wanted to see if Tupac had 5 mics, and I wanted to see if Lil' Kim got 5 mics because I thought her album was the shit her first album was the shit.
Let's talk about it. In the time and space that all the artists, in the time and space that the Source magazine was hot, the Source was kind of fading out.
Yeah, true.
Tupac didn't really blow up until he got released him from prison, and when he came out in like '96 with California Love. By that time, there was another magazine called XXL that was coming into prominence, and we don't know why he.
Oh, she did. Tupac is not up here, but they got Scarface. He received the Fix 5 mics. I like.
Never seen a man cry till I see that man
die. And the Naked Truth, Lil' Kim, and Trill OG, Bun B. Oh my God, why Kanye West is on this list? My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West.
What album was that? Where have I been? Under a rock?
Unless this shit is wrong that I'm reading, because it's Wikipedia.
My Kanye West album was Heartbreaks in 808. You remember that one?
Yeah, I like that one. So Paranoid is my shit on that song.
Like when he broke up with that chick from Philly, Amber Rose, the racist mulatto bitch, and when his mom died, like that was a good album.
Okay, All Eyes on Me is on it. Thank God. All Eyes on Me is there, so I'm happy now.
I told you, Mary, I told you need to keep reading, Mary, because that don't make no sense. And Biggie needs to be on there somewhere.
Yeah, Biggie's on there. Ready to Die is on there.
Okay, I'm happy now. That's all I need to hear.
Okay, so everybody, let's see.
Hold on. Are there any female MCs on there? If I had to guess, don't tell me anything. If I had to guess what female MC would be on there, well, first of all, are there any female MCs?
The only one I named to you.
Lil' Kim?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool. I'll take that. Hardcore when it dropped. Was it an Ish?
No, it's the Naked Truth is on there.
That's not an album, is it?
We'll see right now. Yeah, it is an album. It came out recorded in 2004. Came out in 2005.
Oh, that must have been that was like Put Your Lighters Up.
Could have been. The first one is the album I like the most. And how many licks does it take to get to the center of the That was my shit too.
I don't know. I mean, me personally, I would have thought Hardcore. Or what was the name of that shit? When she had every dude I knew in high school, when I went to their room, they had that big ass poster
with her legs wide open. That was the best album to me. But she is the only girl. Slick Rick is on there. NWA's on there.
Okay, but like Biggie's on the Nas on there.
Mobb Deep is on there. Thank God.
I mean, you know what? Like, Common is so slept on.
The Fugees is on there.
Oh, man, Blunt. Man, you know what, Mary? I fucked with you. Yo, like
that song with If I Ruled the World with Nas and what's her name?
He said Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill,
Oh
yes.
my God, I can't believe that you won't front and say, like, what's her name? Are you talking about the chick that's late to all her concerts?
Yeah, I can't. I don't listen to these people like that anymore.
No. You have the audacity to say, what's her name? Shame on you. That's Lauryn Hill.
Her music was good, and all the dudes that I grew up with that was all wanted to be rappers. Some of them got signed, and Lauryn Hill was the top chick. The top chick that they loved, Lauryn Hill. They liked her. They said she was the best person in the group. Nobody was better. She was the group.
I agree with you so much. I've always felt Pras was kind of weak sauce. You know, I always felt Pras, like, when it came, like, even Wyclef, you know, I enjoyed his album. I'm going till November, but I actually bought the first album. I think it's called Blended on Reality. And it came out like 1994, and it had a song like "Hey Mona Lisa," that I had a date on Friday. You remember that?
Yep, he was okay. No, he was good, but only song I really took of his is it was Everybody Hates This Song, but 911 with him and Mary J. Blige. I love that song.
No, I mean, people don't hate that song.
I mean the people that I know don't like that song.
The only reason why they might hate it is because they used to play it so much, probably. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't hate it. I like it. I don't know. But, you know, I think you're talking about personal experience. Maybe somebody just said they hated it just to get on your nerves because you probably played that shit all the time. You know, people petty like that.
No, I'm wrong with this. Hold on.
But the Fuji first, because, you know, she, I mean, I agree with you. I think that Lauryn Hill is one of the best lyricists, like, period. How did the City Girls say? You know, I keep trying to be like City Girls at Miami. I think that chick got out of jail. Matter of fact, they were just in DC the other day at this club called Bliss. But you know, a lot of people don't like when you say period. I mean, that's something that they say all the time or whatever. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The City Girls.
The City Girls, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, you know, they made like period. I mean, they made that like, you know, you gotta be in the know to know. I don't know. I'm all over the place talking about female MCs. I like them. They did a remix of Salt and Pepper. I'll Take Your Man. I mean, you know, it's all good. You know, me personally, who I think is good, and I like Dream Doll. I like their song, Talk to Me Nice. What's female MC? I like Nicki Minaj. I mean, I like Cardi. I like her new song, Money. You know, I don't care if she writes her own music or not. You know, I support her hustle and shit, and I think she needs to stop being worried about what people are saying because she's rich, bitch. Okay, Dave Chappelle voice, and you know, like, you know, and it just gets draining. I'm tired of it. I mean, because it kind of makes me look at her sideways. I'm like, bitch, like, what is your problem? Like, why do you give a fuck? You know, you need to sit up and take care of culture and. You know,
well, they said she had, the reason why I was talking about it this weekend, they said she had a seizure, but it's allegedly, it's not something that I can actually prove, but they said that she had a seizure and that's why she canceled some of her shows, and people are saying it's because she's on lean or she's popping pills. I believe that she's just stressed out.
Stop worrying about bloggers and people like you and people like us, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know, because it's allegedly, right?
Yeah, it's allegedly. Because you know what? They have fixers. Oh, one of the shows that I do review, Ray Donovan.
I don't think she's on drugs.
And
she might be. I mean, who cares?
I don't know. It don't affect me either way it goes. I don't think she's on pills or she's on any drugs that are cause her to have seizures. I don't think so, but a lot of people do think so. It's a lot, you know, there's rumors. That's it. Oh, Outkast is on the list too. Outkast is good.
Oh my God, is it a Criminal? That is one of the best albums of Criminal.
Yes, you are right.
And then because they came out with Players Ball.
Yes, my mother loves Outkast. My mother loves them.
That man, I'm probably your mom's age, but look.
Outkast. I'm sorry, Miss Johnson. I was my shit.
Yo, like, no, your mom will probably know that's not their first album, man. Because that you talk about Jermaine Dupri blew up Atlanta. Like Atlanta is still the place to be, man. Like I go down to the ATL or wherever, it's real. Like people actually have Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? Like people in DC are rude and shit. Like people don't just say hi, how you doing? And if they do, I look at them like they're crazy, you know. But not in Atlanta.
Southern playlistic. You know, Outkast are just freaking legends. They are rock stars. They are rock stars, you know?
Man, come on. Even when they didn't want to be a group, they came out with a double album.
Boom. That still was the shit.
Hey, y'all, and then the other guy.
Hey, y'all, you're right. Yep.
Like these motherfuckers can break up with the group and still put out an album. Like, come on, yo.
This is a shit.
But listen, let me just say something. Erykah Badu is my fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And the reason why I said that is that's one of her baby fathers.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, because I'm thinking, like, what's his name? Andre? That's Erykah Badu.
Andre, yep. Baby daddy.
Erykah Badu's baby father. She said, working on a split of pays the bills. I was like, yo, I had to hang up the phone on that one. Like, man.
Erykah Badu, she's a queen.
Erykah Badu from front to fucking back is the shit. There's this concert, and I know you know about it because it doesn't just come here. It's called like the Summer Spirit Fest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to like a lot. It goes to like a lot of different cities. Like I went a couple months ago on August. It was like Erykah Badu and shit. Have you ever heard of it? Summer Spirit Festival?
No, I haven't.
But anyway, if you haven't, like she's always doing it. And it's like her, like Nas, Nas was fucking there. Redman and Method Man, Erykah Badu, and me and my friends, we were talking. I was talking to my my sister's husband, Josh, and he was like, I bet you Nas and Redman and Method Man are going to end the show. I said, no, they're not. I said, Erykah Badu is going to end the show. So you fucking think that she's going to come to like there's not even a question about it. Like, who ended the show? Erykah Badu. He's like, oh, you're right. Like,
yeah, Erykah Badu is the shit, man.
Like, she's going to end the fucking show. Like, yeah, we love Redman and Method Man. How many years ago was that? Like, how high? You know, shit. That's like 20 years ago. I mean, Erykah is still relevant to this fucking day.
Yes, she is.
on the
Raekwon, actually, Raekwon and what did I just do? Raekwon and Method Man just came out of. They just came out with a new song with what's her name, Tiana Taylor. It was pretty decent. I don't know the name of it because it was on Spotify, and I was just.
I see Tiana Taylor. You know, she came and did some shows. Listen, and I know, I mean, I'm not just saying this, but I'm so into music that every time I get a chance to go to a concert, I always fucking go. Like, matter of fact, this girl, this T.S. Madison, you know who T.S. Madison is?
Yep.
I was just at the Weber because my birthday was in October. Her birthday was October 22nd, so I went to her birthday party.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was at this. She celebrated her birthday at this club called the Art Social Club, which is like an old. Like, I live in Maryland, but I live like 15 minutes from DC and like 45 minutes from Baltimore. So I'm never in Baltimore. You know, I'm like I spend most of my time in DC. But we went to this club, like, so I'm always going to things. That party was so fucking nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she is cool. Miss Murray was there. Her mom, like, and I know I sound like, but I do watch her show, The Queen's Supreme Court.
That's cool. So, that's good that you got a chance to celebrate and be out there and do things because you only live one time. You only live once. You have to enjoy it. And you have to do things that make you happy.
But truth be told, she does have some songs on like iTunes and Spotify, but I mean, I don't subscribe to her music. I do things. I mean, I listen to her songs. It's not anything that I would like listen to. But as far as Kaya, now Kaya is talented as fuck. Because now, let me tell you another story. They came to Washington D.C. Right after they had the debacle with Monique, you know, the comedian.
Yep.
Yeah, and Monique is from Baltimore too. My mom knows Monique, and so like it was weird because they had already booked the show and I bought tickets to that, and like I was pissed off like shit because they didn't even do what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like they first of all, like we got there like 10 o'clock, but they didn't even show up till like 1:30. You know what I'm saying? It was real whack. Shit like that. So but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, it was Kaya. Like Kaya has a bad attitude. So, but I mean, I don't really give a fuck about that. I mean, I'm still gonna support her. I'm just saying, but Tiz Madison is the shit. God's still blessing her. Wait a minute, are we still on this YouTube thing?
Yes, we are.
No, I'm talking about people.
Yes, you are. Then you know you call. Maybe I'm so I make you forget about your online talking. I don't know.
No, because I'm just in my apartment. My computer's not even on, so I'm not even looking at my YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm just on my cell phone. No, I swear, I promise you this. Like, I literally, like, I just feel like I've just been talking. I was like, wait a minute. I'm talking about, like, I don't know these people. I shouldn't be talking about them, you know.
Well, you didn't say your name or anything like that, so you're all good.
I just said that I think Kai is full of shit, okay?
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that. You can take it back if you want, or you can keep it.
No. I mean, you know, but I did say I don't really care. But anyway, so yeah, I do subscribe to that, and you know.
I did a video about Kaya this weekend. She got some plastic surgery done.
Oh my God, you're kidding. Are you kidding?
Yeah, because everybody was like, oh, she's missing. Where's Kaya? And then I went on IG.
Okay, well then let me tell you how I really feel about her. I think Kaya is a very negative person.
Oh, well, you don't have to really tell me. You don't have to really tell me if you don't want to.
No. You know what? Well, I'm telling you, I mean, there's no reason for me to go into detail about it, but when, like, the first, like, I don't know why they love DC so much. The first show that they did, it used to be funny when it was Kaya and Tiz Madison, and they would talk about everybody. The first show that they had was in DC, but like 4 or 5 days before they were here, that's when they got into like that fight or whatever, and Kaya flipped out because Monique, like.
But did you hear? Guess who's been voted the most sexiest man in the world? You won't believe it.
Wait a minute. Tyler Perry.
No. No. That's the person's black, and he's been voted. Yes.
Okay. Give me the first letter of his first name.
Then you're gonna know. Okay, I.
No, I'm not gonna know. Just give me the first letter.
I'll give you the last letter S.
That's crazy. You know I'm not gonna. Come on, tell me it's funny. What's the first letter of his name?
I'll give you the second letter. The second letter is D.
Adrian. Just give me the first.
Oh, and hold up, he played on an HBO series that was crazy.
Wait a minute. He played on an HBO series. What, Insecure?
No, an HBO series that took place like maybe probably 6 or 7 years ago.
The Wire?
Yep.
Oh, Idris Elba.
Yes, you got it.
You know what? I was already thinking Idris Elba.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Dude, all right. I love how you curved that whole fucking conversation. You saved me. You were like, so guess who's the sexiest man?
Idris Elba from The Wire. I love The Wire.
Why are you acting like you're surprised?
No, I'm just saying. It just came up in my Twitter feed. I'm just like, oh, look at. I'm like, oh God.
No, wait. He according to what? People like according to who?
According to People magazine, he has been voted the sexiest man alive by People magazine.
You know, dude, didn't they say that last year, man? Like,
I don't even know if it was him last year. But
it's like Tom Cruise. They get the same motherfuckers every year.
they better not have ever voted Tom Cruise as the sexiest man in the world. Oh my God.
What man? You know. I mean, you know.
Tom Cruise ain't never. Was it Tom Cruise? You said Tom Cruise, right?
I pulled something out of a hat.
Okay, you know what? I thought you said somebody else. I thought you said somebody else. I think Tom Cruise has been voted plenty of times as the sexiest man in the world.
That's what I'm saying. You know, don't they always say the same guys that he's like Idris Elba. Like I'm not hating on him, but I'm like whatever. Like I was hoping it was somebody new. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, but like we've been known Idris Elba was fine. I mean, come on. Tell me something I don't know.
He is gorgeous.
But I mean, yeah, because I mean, people. I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. I don't read People magazine, so yeah.
Yeah, me either. But you know, it's in my Twitter feed, so I had to say it. But it's 4:25, and I'm gonna take my ass to bed.
All right.
And it was nice having a conversation with you. I do like the way that you rap. Your rap skills you're talented. It sounds really good to me.
Man, listen. Look, and yo, you are a real one because you knew all of the like all the hip hop albums and shit like that, man. I'm gonna go back and like review some more of your like what would you say like are some good videos to watch?
You can check out my What's Going On playlist because that's when I just talk about things that's going on. But then I have a TV show playlist. So I got like, I don't know, like 3,000 videos up. No, I don't, not 3,000, but
3,000 videos.
No, I don't. I'm wrong. I said I'm wrong. I don't have 3,000. I'm wrong because I would have to be on here.
I was just wondering, like what review? Oh, do you review like 90 Day Fiancé and shit like that?
Say that again.
Do you review like 90 Day Fiancé and shit like that?
No, I haven't seen. I was going to, but I have to watch it. Just that I be working so much, and then I gotta take care of the house. So no, not that show. But I talk about daily topics or things that are going on in the news, and you know, and I also talk about Black Power, Black History. I talk about Coons too as well. So are
you a conscious Black sister?
I'm always conscious. I've been conscious my whole life. I'm always conscious. I love my Black people. I love everybody, but I also make sure that I take care of my people. I ain't no coon, and I don't be doing no coonery shit like that. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the LGBT community? The LGBT community is wonderful. I got no problem with them. You know, I don't have what just because I have Black.
Because I'm part of the LGBT community.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But you like what I feel about that. Like there's some conscious people that say the people that are crazy say forget about the LGBT community, but they're Black too as well. You need the Black, you need the gay, you need the straight, you need all of us to come together because that's just what it is. Like we can't keep being separate, we can't keep being apart. Don't make no sense.
I'm gonna go back and listen to this shit if you put it up.
Yeah, you got.
You were on fire. I'm not even looking at YouTube. It was bad. I mean, I just figured I threw it out there. I mean, it's not like I give a fuck how you feel about the LGBT because I support you or whatever you do. No,
I don't. I would not. I don't. I'm a person. I love, and I'm a happy person and shit like that. Like I don't pick. Only the way I don't deal with people if they do something wrong to me. And if one person from one community does something wrong to me, doesn't mean I'm going to judge every community. But also, I'm aware of my enemies, and I'm aware who tries to attack me and hurt my people and probably hurt my ancestors. And the gay and nobody in the LGBT that's in the Black LGBT community did that to me. You know what I mean?
Can I say some real shit? Like I said, you talk about the LGBT. I mean, I said I'm not really part of the LGBT because really, like truth be told, like that's the more white supremacist shit. So I mean, but I was just asking, I mean, because the LGBT people, they don't give a fuck about Black people. I mean, and I can say that because I'm part of the LGBT community. I mean, but it's like here's the thing, like I don't know. when I first called you, I don't know if I'm bitter or something, but I just feel like white supremacy is fucking white supremacy. Okay, like Democrats are white supremacists, and so I need to think about what I'm gonna do. My sister told me I should vote, and you're taking people to go vote. So I mean, so you think I should just go ahead and just vote Democrat just to fucking piss off Trump?
You gotta do whatever you feel, whatever comes to mind when you're at the polls, and let your finger take you to where you want to go.
What are we talking about?
Because I don't want to tell anybody what to do or anything like that. That's not my stilo. It's up to you. You know what I mean? It's up to you to do whatever.
My sister thinks I'm negative, but I think everything's white supremacy. So
Well, you have to be conscious. You have to be conscious of what's going on. You have to be conscious what's happening. You got to be conscious when you go to different places that they might not treat you the way you're supposed to treat you, or give you the right information because of the color of your skin. You got to be conscious that when you go to certain neighborhoods, you might get pulled over. So get ready, turn on all your lights in your car, and put your hands out the window, throw your license and shit on top of the hood. You know, you got to be conscious that there are people that don't like you because of the color of your skin. So that's always got to be at the forefront, because you always have to protect yourself so you don't end out there slipping. Look how both then Gene.
One of those buttons that you have that you can make it go like, give yourself a boom right now.
There we go.
This live has been the realest. You are a real one, man. Take care of yourself. Try to get a few. I mean, we're on the same time zone, so. But I'm good. I mean, it's not like I'm fucked up or anything. We just had a good conversation. So that's what's up, man.
That's what's up. It was nice meeting you.
Can you take some footage or whatever?
Take some what?
Like, are you going to do a video about voting? If you have time, or I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do a video about that, because usually when I'm around people, they don't want to be filmed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do, I'm already helping them out. They don't like to be filmed. And not really. None of my peoples want to be on camera. I only have one person that wants to be on camera. Everybody else they're good.
Okay, then whatever. But you guys, I mean, we know that you're doing it though.
Yeah. They don't want to be filmed. They don't want to be on camera. They don't want to be on YouTube. No, I don't. That's.
I wasn't saying like put people on camera. I was just saying like we're going to do a video tomorrow, like maybe a synopsis of your voting experience or something like that.
Well, if anything bad happens, yeah. If nothing bad happens, then nah. If I don't see any shady shit.
Don't talk like that. What bad is Rhode Island that bad out there?
No, I never experienced anything negative about going to vote. But everywhere you turn, there's people talking about, you better be careful because they're gonna have people there to stop you from voting. They're gonna have the machines not working. I've never experienced any of that stuff. Never experienced anything negative. Only thing I have experienced was waiting in line for a long, long damn time. That's the only thing I experienced. Other than that, and plus I'm at a new location, so where I go is gonna be it's not even gonna be a line or anything like that. But I work with homeless kids. I work with a lot of different people, but nobody wants to go on camera. Only my friend that you'll see in my video. She's the only one to go on camera. Nobody wants to be on YouTube with me.
Yeah.
Because of their jobs.
Of course, I don't think you take a camera into.
Well, people do, because I seen people that used to post who they voted for when they voted for Barack on camera, and they would send it to Facebook. This is when Facebook was popular. People would show who they voted for and shit like that on camera.
I don't even, I call it FBI vote. I don't even participate in that.
No, it's against the law to do that. It's definitely against the law to do that.
Against the law to do what? To take a.
That's what camera. I don't know if it's actually against the law, but they said it's actually.
I don't think it's against the law, but I don't think it's anybody's business.
Let me find out.
Yeah, but anyway, I listen, girl. We was over, but I would never actually do anything like that. But I'm proud of you for being excited about voting and stuff like that. I don't think you put anybody on camera. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, but I'm probably just gonna go along with all the other black people and go ahead.
She said, "I'm probably gonna go along with all the other black people."
Because everybody's pressuring me to do that. So let's get along, guys. All right, man.
She's like, I'm gonna go along with all the other black people. Well, that and that's and that's what that was one of the things that Tariq Nasheed was saying about like voting and all this other stuff about voting too as well, where people just feel like really obligated to vote too as well, and then all the messages coming out because of our ancestors and what in the.
I just don't feel like voting. If she pissed off of me, I would never vote Republican. I just don't feel like doing it at all. And she's like, "Oh, you need to," and I just don't feel like I do. Well, I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? I just don't care. But she's like, you need to. We got to get Democrats and and I just feel like it's all like, I mean, but you know what? Listen, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the get along game.
Oh, well, it says where you can take pictures that is some states is legal and some states is illegal. My state is illegal. And what you say you're in Washington, right?
I live in Maryland. I live in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, but I live in Maryland, so I will be voting in Maryland. But I mean, I don't need to. I'm not even going to take a picture. Why would I do that?
No, because people. I'm telling you, this was like a big thing on Facebook. When it was Barack.
If they cracker white, listen, they don't act like that around here in DC because like they don't say it to your face and shit. This ain't like Mississippi or nothing. These people, like white people around here, like they just do that shit covert and shit. Like they don't do any outward bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they don't act like that.
Oh no, you can take here you can green as you can take like Virginia, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Virginia, Kentucky, Illinois, LA.
I've never met anybody that lives in Rhode Island. All I knew was that like either that or Delaware was the smallest country. I mean, the smallest state in the country. So that's interesting.
It's illegal in Florida.
Huh?
It's illegal in Florida. And the Florida it's illegal. You can't do it in Florida. But no, there are some states.
That shit crazy, you know that.
Right. No, I don't want to say that, but no, we get the craziest murders and the craziest stories of things happening from Florida. Florida, New York, and California. And where else do crazy stories come out?
No, Florida, that's it. In Texas.
So there's some states that is legal, some states it's unclear whether it's legal, and then there's some states where it's illegal. But this is online. This is not something that is. I don't know if this shit is factual. It's just a blog site. Okay, what's
Democrats do take the house, and Trump is going to go make a fucking tweet and say, "Oh, it's fake news." I mean, that's nothing would surprise me. I mean, these people are so batshit crazy that
no, they're beyond crazy.
I don't feel like anybody. I mean, that's how crazy he is. Like I mean, and they'll try to flip the script. I mean, I'm over it. But I don't know. I mean, I really think that's how crazy they are. So I mean, you try to say.
Hey, Tina. Hey, Tina. Alrighty. Good night, everybody. Do what you got to do tomorrow when you go vote. Take care of your business. You got to vote for. I was saying hi to Tina. So vote, you guys.
There's somebody on here?
No, there was somebody in the chat room. We have one more visitor in the chat room.
Okay, girl. You know what, man? Fuck it, man. You a real one, man. I'm gonna come check you out.
All right, I appreciate that, and you have a blessed night, and hopefully you sleep, rest, and peacefully, and you wake up in the morning, and you'll know who the hell you gonna vote for.
Thank you. You too.
All right, have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning, because it's 4:33 in the morning. Peace.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for calling in. I really do appreciate it. And I really do think that you got a voice for rap music. You can rap. I like your style. And thank you to everybody that called in and for the support. I do appreciate it. Peace. I'm out. One love. Peace and blessing to all of you guys. Do your thing. Make it work. Be great at whatever you want to be great at because you can. And we all can be great in whatever we want to do. Peace and my one love.